You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Welcome.
I was yelling to the 3-0 podcast where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane and Petite.
What? Cherry TNT.
I caught her off guard. I caught her off guard.
Who's here? I'm sorry.
I'm
What's
here.
your name?
I'm here and I am back.
Sub-Zero.
Oh my God.
It is my.
Scorpion.
It's my. Did you guys miss me?
Yeah.
They
I
did.
missed you. Yes, they did.
Cherry was 1 week away from getting replaced.
AJ just tried to kill me. He just coughed on my neck. That's why I have my mask.
I sent her that text. I said, "Hey, look, man. What's up with this
What
schedule?
Yeah.
What's up with this schedule?
Where you been at?
We on your head."
I'm back. And I'm better.
So yeah, we back. We gonna just jump right into it. We just watched it before we started the podcast. We watched the Red Table. Oh, hold on. What should we? It should be something dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Red Table Talk featuring Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith,
Yes. The Fresh Prince of Despair.
the Fresh Prince of Despair.
that nigga do not care.
I didn't make that up.
And
don't
okay, yeah.
care.
What is everybody's reactions? Is me? That was my first. That was my. I've seen it 1.5 times because I'm gonna tell you my first reaction to seeing it. First of all, 4 to 5 minutes had started in the video. It's only 12 minutes anyway. 5 minutes was Will asking, so what happened? Like, he didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And her trying to move around the question with the entanglement and all this other stuff. I'm like, bro, why am I watching this? If
Even
you're not gonna...
he asked. It was like, entanglement?
Yeah, that's what I'm like, bro.
It's
Why
just
are
like just an interesting choice of words.
those first 5 minutes being wasted just like that, like those first 5 minutes, low key, were just a waste. I feel like. Let me know nobody's about to keep it 100 in this.
I
Little
feel like
12
they just had to like
anyway.
kind of ease it in,
Yeah.
like it like I
like a dick.
I don't
yeah.
feel like it should have been anything that should have even been brought up or discussed. Like, for one, we all know that Jada and Will have had an open relationship for years. Like, I've known that since I was fucking little. They've been fucking swingers and Scientologists, all that weird
All right,
ass
but
shit.
there's a lot.
But if they were in an if they were in an open relationship, like, that's what happens. Like, you mean to tell me that you really think that Will Smith has not been fucking off? Please, he like both. He like men and women. Trust me,
These
a
are
power.
facts
he
or
is
black Twitter facts?
He is a power top. There's nothing that anyone can say to tell me that Will Smith is not bisexual. I don't care.
Really? What did he
I'm
do?
deadass.
What did he do
He
to
just
make you
is.
think?
Hold on. Before we move to the Will thing, let's stick on the Red Table Talk.
That's what I'm talking about. No, I'm just going I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. So that's what I'm saying. They're in an open relationship, and like they said, they were separated. So she had every right to go do whatever the fuck she wanted to do. Especially if this man has already admitted to his infidelity before. So he's already been cheating on her.
So he's cheated before.
Yes, he's cheated on her before.
August,
Hell, he cheated on his first wife with her. Did he not? Like, come on.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you keep forgetting Will has a whole older son with another woman. Like,
Oh no, I knew that.
I forgot
yeah.
about that.
bro,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was fucking around with Jada while he was still with that woman. I could be wrong.
He was never married though. I don't think before. I think
Really?
I think Jada was his
Either
first
way, they
wife.
might not have been married. Either way, he was fucking around. But I
But-
just feel
He
like
might
he
have been
just
married, I
looked.
think.
I felt like they were more fed up with the situation that he's just still that August Alsina is just still dragging this shit out because like
After
it happened
years.
4 years a fucking ago. 4 years ago, bro.
Why do you think
You
we
came
give-
on Al Gore's internet to talk about this shit from 4 years ago. That is that.
What'd you
long.
say?
That is a long time.
4 years?
And
now?
I'm a whole new person. I've been from who I was 4 years ago. That is a very long time.
Yeah, that's true.
4 years is a long fucking
But did you hear how he was talking though? That nigga was in love.
Of course. He had some older pussy. That nigga was 20 years old. She was in her 40s.
Because to me, like
there was some definitely
couples
predator
who
behavior.
are in
Some predator pussy.
that type of relationship, in
definitely a
open
predator.
relationships, there.
Are
From
we-
what I've seen, there are no deep feelings. So it seems like I don't know if
that
it
would
was,
be the violation, maybe.
you know, like because to me, I didn't get the vibe that they were in an open relationship. Like we said, oh yeah, we could just fuck whoever we want. Because then why is it a problem?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't necessarily have to
Then it
be
wouldn't be a
sex. Like,
problem.
they could
This is
do-
the
they
thing.
could see
People
other
talk. People talk like you all the time, where they're just so convinced that they're in an open relationship
Bro,
and swingers.
I swear they have spoken about this. This is
but
what I'm saying. Like,
saying.
This isn't just like I'm not just pulling this out my ass. Like this is.
But how
this
come
is
they
a
don't
fact.
remind us then? You know what I'm saying?
What is there to do? Because everybody know. Like this is public knowledge. Like I'm really surprised that y'all didn't
Public
know
knowledge that they started.
That they've been doing this shit.
Exactly.
Public knowledge from them.
Yeah,
Not public knowledge
from
like
them,
we made it
or
up.
Public
to
knowledge from everybody saying this.
It must be an open relationship.
It must
because
be an open relationship because it seemed like that. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Twitter
people,
logic.
Yeah, people always talk, because honestly, if it was that simple, niggas would not be having red table talks about some old.
Or they would
open
literally be
relationship.
laughing about it. Like
They
'cause
were
it seemed-
laughing about it.
Yeah, but he seemed hurt.
After 11 minutes of agony,
But
like,
you gotta think, this happened 4 years ago.
Yeah.
They've been talked about this. They've been grown and moved past this. This is just now being brung up. They got back together after this happened.
But if it was an open relationship, what was there to move past? That's what I'm saying. Like if
Yeah.
it was something,
I think it
it's
was
not
the
a
fact
problem.
that was her son's friend.
It was her.
And
Okay,
he was
oh.
living in
And
their.
that's a-
He was living in their house. That's Jaden's friend.
But that's another
They're living,
thing.
and he's living in their house. They were
that was the
living there
issue?
at
Was
one
just
point.
because
You know
he-
what I'm saying? Like he came in, he was sick with whatever autoimmune disease.
Where
he
is
had.
this information?
He had beef with his mom. I think his sister or his family member died.
Hold up.
He took in his nieces.
There's a lot of information in
and
one.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's why he hasn't put out music. He's been through a lot of shit, like mentally being sexually abused in his family. Like that
Will.
man was
Will.
No,
was
August
mentally
Alsina.
was just
Oh.
mentally fucked
Oh.
up. And
So
I
you
felt
feel like she definitely predator
said,
on him.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, that leads
At
to
the
what
same
she
time,
said.
Like,
Yeah.
like people said, if this was the roles flip, if that was a 20-year-old girl and that was Will Smith, it would be oh my
bad.
fucking God. Like,
Yeah.
it would be a complete
bad.
issue. But like people say, that's a grown ass man. But you're not going to
Well,
say
why
that
do
with a
you?
woman.
Then
It's
why
not
do
a
you?
grown-ass
Why do you
woman.
stand with her?
Because I don't feel like she did anything wrong because they were separated.
They were
The only thing
separated.
she
No,
did
that-
wrong,
yeah, that was completely
but
clear.
then from
Yeah.
catching that in the video, she said like if they said Will said, Jada said, we never said anything. So like I said, I did read something where it said that she denied it, but now they're saying that she didn't. So for me, it's like if Will is agreeing that we weren't together.
Now that part I was cool
we
with that
weren't
part.
together, we were
It was
separated.
extremely clear that they were separate. And
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
knew
they were
about
separated.
it. They were in the public together. She was always with August.
She was.
They were
But there's a
always
couple-
together. They weren't being secretive about what the fuck was going on. We knew they was fucking. Everybody knew they was fucking. Just
But why
everybody knew
was
they
Will,
fucking.
if they were in
Queen
an
Latifah.
open
That's what I'm
relationship,
saying.
why is Will hurting from it?
I don't feel like he's hurt.
No. Fuck
I feel like
that.
he's embarrassed.
No. Fuck
could be
that.
too.
Fuck that. Why did he keep reminding us? I was about to leave you for real.
Yeah,
And she
what was
said-
that issue?
And she said, "Oh, I know."
Yeah.
Like, why did he need to
I
keep?
think because it was so close to home. Like
No,
I felt like if it would have been anybody
No,
else.
scratch that. This is pre-August Alsina. He was about to
That's
divorce
true.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, they was already going through shit.
What did she do before August? That's what I'm saying. Whatever she did before August was
I
way
think-
worse than August Alsina. I promise you. That August Alsina shit was
Was
light.
the icing on the cake or something?
No.
Or the
that
cherry
was-
on top of it?
I don't even
I
know.
feel like
That
it's,
was
I honestly
no.
feel
That
like
was
it's
light,
her.
bro.
I
That was
honestly
light,
feel like
bro.
it's her. Like Jay, I feel
What
like
do you
she's
think
off
she
her
did?
shit.
That's
Like
the
I feel like
question.
mentally she just
What if
was
she
in a
gave him
bad space.
chlamydia? What if she gave him STD? He said, you know what, bitch? I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Now, come on, bro. You
No.
keep trying to graze over the fact.
I don't think it was anything like that.
He was
but
about to be done with her before August Alsina got into the picture.
Or maybe she's just difficult.
That's what I'm saying. I really think
She
it was
admitted
just
she was
her.
going
like,
through
yeah,
things
she was,
and
that's
all
what
that
I'm
stuff.
saying. Like, I
Some
think
women are just
mentally
difficult.
She just was not there.
Some people,
I feel
yeah.
like just their past relationship drama had just kind of like probably all surfaced at one time, and she probably had a fucking mental breakdown. I remember when she was like fucking with her face, she was looking crazy as hell. Like
Get
she had
plastic
her
surgery
hair,
and stuff?
yeah, like her hair had like started to fall out. Like it was like she had talked about this on like one of the red tables. Like she was really going through some shit,
Oh.
and I think it was just affecting the marriage. The kids had moved
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
into
That's
their
probably
own
closer
shit.
to the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. Just think about it. Like these are
Her mental health was
these are
probably
fucking
straining the
15-year-old
relationship or
kids
something.
Living on their fucking own. Nobody want to be around. They're weird.
Yeah.
They on some weird shit. I'm telling you, they've been on that weird shit.
But this is the thing, though. This is what I'm telling you. We know the Smith family is different from every family in America. We know that. They're balling, they're rich, every single member's famous.
They're open in an open relationship and they're fucking
No,
swingers.
stop
No,
saying
it
that.
can't be.
Fucking
Stop saying
swingers.
that. We
They're
know
swingers.
If it was
niggas, yo, y'all are people.
Bro,
are
I've been
just
hearing
so-
this since I was a
No,
child.
fuck what you've been hearing. They didn't-
Bro,
Bruh, this is the thing.
No one's gonna come out and say that.
Yes, they would.
Not
okay.
if we're the goal.
It's not
Why
taboo.
not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Okay, think about this.
Because it's nobody's business. Just
think
like it's
about
nobody's
this.
business now. They
Think
shouldn't
about-
even be talking about this.
Okay.
The only reason they're talking about this is because it's fucking August.
Shut up. You're not
It's
even.
he's
you're
the
not
only one
bringing
at
up
fault
new
here.
You're not even bringing up new information. This it's as extreme as this. Say if somebody keeps telling you I'm gay. We have established I am gay before this even starts. Then after 5 years, they're like, so and so got caught with a dude, and he's like, nigga, I told you I was gay 5 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
did you think I was bluffing?
Then they would be like, we're in an open
It
relationship.
would be the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
You guys knew that for years.
Especially if you know you about to be talking about your wedding. I mean, your relationship every week or however the fuck the Red Table Talk comes out. I don't know how often it comes out, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, if
Yeah.
you know your relationship is always going to be a topic of discussion, bro, it's going to slip in there more than once every 10 years.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I don't know if it's an
like,
open relationship, but I feel it's a difficult
it's
relationship.
and I
Yeah.
feel like it's
Yeah.
definitely different.
And a
definitely
different
feel like,
relationship.
I feel like they have both been actively fucking and seeing other people.
They might
for-
have,
But
been
were
more
they
fucking
fine
years.
with it?
That's
That's the
how-
thing.
and we don't
That's
know
how I
what
feel like
talk
they
about.
were. I feel like the only reason Will is upset about this is because it came into light. Like none of his people, none of the bitches he been
No.
fucking.
But
or
he was
people been
angry.
fucking.
He was saying he was angry about it.
Before.
Yeah, he was
But
saying like,
wouldn't you be angry if the person? If
he said,
if
"What
a
did
son-
you do? What
if
did you do?"
somebody
The way
that you
he said
took
it.
in, if
Exactly,
you're,
yeah.
wouldn't
It
you
was
be
like-
angry if your son's friend, you took your son's friend in with all these fucking ailments and all these issues, and then
Does
your
he know
wife
all that
fucks
or
him?
care about
That's
all
what I'm
that?
saying.
This is public. Everybody
Hold
knows
up.
about
No, does
August.
he care about that?
Who? August Alsina or
Oh,
Will
this
Smith?
guy who has all these mental problems and all that
Yes,
stuff.
they
You
live
fucked a
in-
guy who
they
was
live-
fucked up. Like, I don't know if he's thinking about that as
I
opposed
feel
to
like
just
he's-
you fuck somebody else.
I don't even think it's about the sex. I really don't. Like she said, they were in a relationship, so I don't even think it was about the sex.
No.
I feel like,
You better put some respect on her entanglement.
and he made her say that they were afterwards that they were like to say it is they were in a fucking relationship. That's just
Oh
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah. She was dancing around saying
what I'm saying?
that
Lame
word.
to me. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because look how people are going to perceive that. Like, look at all that shit. Like, you can literally look all the shit that August Alsina has been going on with, like, for the past few fucking years. Like, this nigga been on his
Okay,
damn
but
deathbed,
stop.
all that. I just
Stop.
feel like he was a
I don't think
child.
anybody's
He was
in
at a vulnerable
those two,
moment. I am not.
or maybe she was paying attention to that stuff. I don't think Will
I'm
was
not
giving a shit
saying
about
that
any of
she's
the
wrong
mental stuff.
I'm not saying that she is wrong for sleeping with somebody else. I feel like she was wrong because I feel like she took advantage of that boy. That's just what that is. No, she's not wrong for.
So you think he thinks that way too? You took advantage of a
I
mentally.
hope so. Like, look at all the stipulations. Look at this
Will
nigga
Smith-
interview. Look
I
how
don't
this
know if he
nigga went
thinks
on
about
national
that.
TV with his looking crazy as hell. That nigga is fucked up in the head. You
Who,
can literally
August.
see
He's
it
not.
and say.
I don't think he's fucked up in the head. I think he's
He
sick.
is.
He's
He's
sick
talked
and,
about this.
No, man, he's sick and tired of being sick and tired. I think that's what his
Bro,
problem
if
is.
you still sick of that pussy is some fire.
I don't think it's
Like, if
no,
you this sick and
hell
tired
no.
over
No,
4 years, bro,
no.
4 fucking years, bro.
Chill.
You still talk about me 4
Bruh,
years ago.
If you're willing, Jada, it's cheaper to keep some people at a certain point, bruh. I'm a fucking multi-millionaire, the most popping nigga in the world, and this is the most popping nigga in the world's wife, who's also popping in her own respect. Like,
It's
bruh,
either two things. It's
bruh,
either
why do we have to get a divorce? I don't want to kill you. You don't want to kill me. There's no point in getting a divorce, having lawyers split our house in half, our kids go crazy, have that be. Let's just ride this bitch out till we die. Fuck it.
Bad marriage for life.
and
Exactly.
they said it. Yeah, that's what I
So
think it is.
I don't think
not
they're
open
upset.
marriage, bad.
Like, I feel like
marriage.
if he was upset, then they wouldn't have got back together after this happened.
He was upset, but they got over it before. They got over it in the 4 years.
That's what
they
I'm
got over it,
saying,
and
like-
then now they're just like, oh fuck, we have to open
Again,
this
like
wound
now,
again.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, this is
But
not the
he
first
was
time.
upset about it.
These-
That's my point. He was upset about it, and that's why he had to
looked-
work
for
on
me,
it. For
I don't
4
feel
years.
like he looked hurt. I feel like he looked like I'm just
What did he
over
look-
this shit.
He looked
like he
hungover.
was just like, bitch,
He
I don't
looked
care.
hungover.
He did look a little drunk.
Yeah, he
He
looked
looked
hungover.
like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to go get some pussy right after this. That's what his. That's the
I mean,
vibe
that's
I got
definitely
from
what he
him.
said because he said, I'm going to get you back.
He already got her back. That's what I'm saying.
Stop
like,
saying
But
he already
wait,
got her
wait.
back,
If it's an
bruh.
open
He did,
relationship, what is like getting back?
Exactly. How is this a
What is this?
competition at
Yeah, yeah,
point?
what-
Then why,
did
is
he
she,
get
then
back?
why is everybody saying that she cheated if it's an open relationship?
Because
That's my point.
That's the thing I'm trying to
If
make.
it
She's
is
not
an open
wrong. She
relationship,
didn't
why
cheat.
are people
if it's
saying
an open
that?
relationship and we were separated, you know,
This-
you
this is
can't
what it comes
legally.
down
You
to.
can't have. I guess you can't have open. You can't have like a common law, but they are
This is what
legally married.
This is what it comes down to. Now, nobody knows what the fuck is going on in Will and Jada's relationship except Will and Jada. They're not going to give us the full story.
Well, everybody on Twitter knows.
Everybody on Twitter knows, it's
They know
everybody's
everything.
business, but niggas don't know because I can understand completely both sides. She's fucked up. I'm on the same side as you. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is there? It's so clear that their situation is not established.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Or
people are telling them what their relationship is. They're telling us.
But even on the interview, she said,
version.
he said something after she said what the fuck did he say? About I'm gonna get you back or something. She was like, you can't talk, and he was like, you right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Come on, like you can't. Will you can't talk? Yeah, you're right.
We can
right.
talk.
But what did they do? Did he cheat? Or
I mean, I don't know. But
they're open relationships. So what do you mean?
What is considered cheating? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it depends on the stipulations of their relationship. We just don't know that.
So why are we acting like we know that? You know, like when we just said that
exactly.
we know it's an open relationship and we've known that for years.
Yeah,
that's what we just said.
People are acting like they know.
That's what we just said. So if we going back to we don't know, then
things might have changed.
Why are we passionate about something we don't know?
I don't know.
Like that's why I keep telling people like she didn't cheat on him.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
But then he didn't cheat on her either. But then he didn't cheat on her either.
If they clearly said they were separated, that's not cheating. But fuck
That's
all
true,
the open
though.
relationship
That's true,
shit.
though.
We can exit out completely and forget I even said that.
I agree with that.
She just said they were separated. He
Yeah.
agreed. That's not cheating.
I agree with
because
that.
we were not together.
Yeah, no.
And he
That's
already
the
said
hardcore
he was
facts,
like, at that point, I was done with you. Exactly. So that's why I went and started this relationship with this 20-year-old boy because you was done. You already said you was done. I done fucking drove you away. So what can I do? I'm gonna go out here and try.
And
to
he had
fix
to ask
myself
her.
with some little.
He had to
with
ask
some
her,
young
why'd
dick.
you do it?
Exactly, because she, like she said, she was fucked up. She felt like she had to fix herself with somebody else.
Yeah,
He
fix
couldn't
somebody
fix
else,
her.
yeah.
Well, she honestly, Tupac fucked her up. Let's just talk about it.
I keep forgetting they were together.
Let's just fucking
I keep
say
forgetting it. Yeah.
Hold up.
They were best friends.
Wait.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
I just feel like she still carries that with her.
Obviously, she brings a nigga up once a month.
Every fucking day.
But look, this is what I'm saying though. Okay.
She didn't cheat because they weren't together. They were separated.
I mean, but we already established
That's
that.
just that. I don't feel like she's wrong. The only person wrong.
Nigga, I'm not even talking about that. Shut up. She did something. Was this the something that she did before August? Because he said, all right, I'm going to talk about two moments. You were saying you can't talk. He said, yeah, you're right, right? I know what that moment is. You know, that moment is when, like, two people have cheated in a relationship. If I cheated more than you.
And they're trying to get the blame to somebody.
Yeah, and it's like, no, you're right. That happened one time. Yeah. Will brought up, I was done with you at least 8 times in that 12 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You're comparing.
I just don't feel like it was infidelity.
No. And this is the thing. I don't really care about the infidelity thing. I'm trying to figure out why do niggas care, one, and why they.
It's a double standard.
Why do we even give a fuck? You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
It is a double standard. That's all that is.
It just seems like, I don't know,
That's all
bro.
that is.
You mean from people's perception of it?
Yeah, that's it.
And it's like, why do people... This is why people are so invested. This is why people...
If my husband not mad at me, I don't give a fuck what nobody else say.
Exactly. I don't get it, bro. And this is why people are so invested. Because 5 years ago, when did relationship goals start? When
the hashtag?
When
Instagram and
becoming popular?
I don't know, because I feel like it was a moment, especially in hip hop, when
hashtag.
Yeah, it was really popular.
People started getting married a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like J&B.
I feel like this was like 2011 or 2012 when all the hashtags on Twitter were like really popular, when they really had like trending topics and shit like that.
Yes.
That's when like
in the 2010s somewhere.
Relationship goals and then little memes of relationship goals or whatever.
MCM, WCW.
Will and Jada 10 years ago were like the poster children of that shit. Remember? Like
2010? So?
It was Will and Jada.
She was like super fit.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
It was Beyonce and Jay-Z. And was there another one that we could really think about that was important to hip hop?
I can't
But everybody had their own version of that anyway. It could have been a hood relationship. It could have been whatever relationship.
Sports relationship or something.
But I think people like take those hashtags and shit so seriously so that it is stupid as fuck. Y'all are saying relationship goals to a nigga, to somebody who's a relationship, and you don't have any guidelines on what they establish in their relationship. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just going off of what they've been shown on.
No, they're
like,
going
the
off of what
shit.
they're going off of what they think their relationship is supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like people are projecting what they think Will and Jada should be doing.
Yeah.
Jada was cheating, or Will's always cheating on her anyway. Nigga, you don't know if he's always cheating on her anyway. She might have said you got to pass for 10 girls in the next year or some shit. You know what I mean? Like we don't know.
Wouldn't that be considered an open relationship though?
Yeah,
that's why I feel like they had some shit going on like that, bro.
But why would you move around? You know how much easier it is in a red table talk to say we were in an open relationship, but actually this moment of our relationship we were completely separated. You know how easy that would be?
I'm sure they've talked about that shit before.
Instead of creating words,
I'm about to get. Now I'm gonna have to go back and just dig through all the red table talks,
but not even
and just watch them because I feel like they've gotten like really deep on.
Not even creating words, but just like beating around the bush with entanglement instead of saying relationship. You know what I mean? Why would you do all that
to soften the blow or something?
If it was an open relationship from the beginning. But this nigga
I feel
Will
like that
said
was
some
more
strange
so.
things.
I feel like that wasn't more so for Will the entanglement. That was more so for August. Like now, like you really try to do some petty shit and embarrass me on some shit. Now I gotta kind of downplay what the fuck we had going on. That's Virgo shit. Like
that shit was corny.
That
shit was corny.
Bro, I would do the same. First of all, she crazy as hell because I would have denied that shit to the day I motherfucking died.
Why? Your husband don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're in an open relationship.
I would have never said anything. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. Like in an open relationship, there's no emotions, high emotions like this.
I would literally have went like that nigga is lying. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's clearly mentally ill. I don't fucking know. I'm with my husband. We are happy. We're baking cookies at home. That is all. I would have took it to the fucking grave.
But she said she likes to fix broken people.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, you look at him and he clearly, I mean, from what you're saying, he clearly looks broken. So she's drawn to broken people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
as most people,
she saw a broken young guy and she just.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it kind of it's predatory.
Yeah,
it is. Like you caught him.
So
at
are
a
you with her or
vulnerable
you against her?
Oh, I was definitely staying with Jada. Period. Nigga, you know I robbed a crate. I'm a predator.
You get those mentally challenged boys.
Hell yeah. Easy to mold.
To me, I'm like, she
literally groomed him.
I'm
like
not
literally
going against her sides. I'm not picking sides or anything.
She groomed him to cry on the couch with Angela Yee.
No, she ain't.
He cried.
No, I'm not.
Bro, this nigga was crying. But to be fair, he wasn't crying over Will and Jada. He wasn't crying over Jada.
Oh, he was crying over something else?
his something worthy of crying over.
Okay,
you know what I
It
mean?
was like his family or something.
I was at the back. I was just lumping them together because the joke.
He's definitely been through a lot, like family wise. Like he's like I feel like. It was like shit like back to back with him. And I was like, damn, like that's why he ain't been making no music.
Why don't you think they just told us what's up? Like you tell us with so much confidence that was Jaden's friend. He started staying at the house.
They talked about this. Like this is public information, guys. Like Google is a friend. I'm telling you. I'm not pulling this out my ass.
I know, but isn't it just strange that when you come to the table to have a conversation, you just leave all that information out?
Because they've already talked about
Aren't you here to clear shit up? But you're here to clear something up.
I just don't feel like I don't feel like they wanted to go that deep into it because like they said it was 4 years ago. We've already moved past. That's why they said it was weird that you're talking about this now, especially since they broke up and never spoke again ever. And now 4 years later.
Now, okay, so now let's go back to August now. So let's go to August now. Why do we think that he brought it up 4 years later?
I feel because he was.
I have an answer.
Yeah.
Because that boy needed to sell some albums. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped 27 tracks.
Marketing.
He needed to sell some albums.
Stunt.
And I was just talking to DJ.
That's a possibility.
I was just talking to DJ, the architect. He said, I can't believe August did this for some albums, and I still haven't listened to that shit. And I said, I haven't either. I don't give a fuck about the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get around to it, but I think that's the only thing that I can think. And when niggas, clearly he feels on a deeper level than I do. When niggas really get their heart broke, they do be fucked up for some years. Depending on, and she's older.
That's what I'm saying.
40-year-old love, like.
And that's Jada Pinkett Smith. He probably had a crush on her since Shame.
He could be damaged for the next 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might have a 5.
Is the other possibility? He just like she said in the interview, she was like maybe he didn't want to, because he didn't want to be seen as a homewrecker, so he wanted to set the.
I did agree with that.
He wanted to set everything straight and saying like, no, I had permission. I didn't just break in and just fucked Will's wife. He actually blessed.
100%, and I respect him for saying it like that too, because if you don't say it like that, but the only thing about saying it like that is like I don't want to say another man's name while I'm talking about being in a relationship with his wife. That just seems crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you do it, you can do that, and it will clear your name, but you're also, depending on who this nigga is, as soon as you mention his name, he's going to come see you.
Now, he said he gave me the blessing. Now, is that part true?
They said that was not true.
Yeah, they said on the video that's not true.
Yeah, because they were already separated, so there was nobody to give permission out to.
So why did he lie?
I felt
because it made it look. It definitely makes it. It separates him from homewrecker.
She said that she could see why he would feel that way. I guess because they were probably around Will. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they was. She was probably fucking this nigga while
He's
Will was
falling?
in the crib. Like, I don't know. Like I said, they live together. They all live together in the same fucking house. So.
Why do you keep saying that? When did they say that?
Bro.
And when did they live together?
Exactly.
No. What year? I mean, like, if it's true, I just want to know. Like, when did
Because this
did
is
they
the
actually
thing.
live
This is the
together?
thing, yo. I know you keep saying it's a public record and all that shit was happening. Will and Jada.
They always
and
do that. They always take people in and like mother him.
Fuck
You
all
don't remember
that
when they
shit.
was doing like
Fuck
when
all
Will
that
first
shit.
got on
No,
Instagram
no,
and they
no.
was doing all the videos and shit?
This is what I'm
like
asking.
he was in a
you.
lot of the videos.
No,
he was
this is what I'm
around all
telling
the
you.
time.
This is what I'm telling you. If it was okay, if August Alsina, if they ever said publicly on any platform, on Red Table Talk, that August Alsina was living with them at one point, one, that would have been a viral little clip in itself, and two, that clip would have came back up so that I can put this story together without having
I don't
to
feel like
search
it was
forever
it was like
for
a
it.
Red
You know what I'm
Table
saying?
Talk type of thing. Like you got to
But
think Red
long
Table
story
Talk just
short, if
hasn't
they
been
ever
out
said
yet.
it,
It hasn't been out
if
there
they ever
often.
said it, if you ever said anything,
What about August? He had a
Somebody's
whole
gonna-
interview. Did he say he lived with him?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like he did.
Somebody should. You feel like it, but I don't think it happened because I would have seen that clip by now.
Yeah,
You
feeling
know what I
and
mean?
knowing is something.
All the information. Somebody would have lined up a whole video. Somebody on YouTube would have been like, "You want to know the Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina story? Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. Soundbite, narration.
Then he went to live with him in 2015.
Exactly, bruh. Somebody would have had that shit. All these clicks they getting off of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's like people are out here like judging people, putting these like stigmas on them and all this other crazy shit in their relationship, and niggas don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't know.
Because like we're back to still we don't know because once we said it's an open relationship and then we went back to saying we don't know what it is. So at this point,
somebody said, I got
in
into,
all honesty, it doesn't really matter. But
I got into a back and forth with this girl on Facebook because she said her opinion, like she feels like having a hard time finding it. I see, but
No, I was reading this other article.
she was talking about how she feel like Jada Pinkett Smith took advantage of August Alsina, and then she was like, that's ungodly. And before she said that, she said, I can't believe you guys aspire to be their relationship goals. And then she said their relationship is ungodly and a disgrace to marriage. And I was just thinking,
Well, they're Scientologists, that's why.
I was like, first of all, you don't even know if they even fuck with God like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, didn't God say, thou shalt not judge? You out here just telling them, long story short, you going to hell. So I just, to be an asshole, I left the thou shalt not judge unless they will be judged and condemned, you know?
Yeah.
I left
Oh,
that. I left it in
meme
the
or
little,
whatever.
I left it in the comments, and she tried to flip it like I was agreeing with her. I said, just to be clear, I said that is directly addressed to your bottom half, your status. She said, oh, then she went in, bro. She went in.
So you started the fire.
Yeah, I started it, bro, because she tried to, but I
hate when
kept
people
shit.
bring God into shit, like,
Bro, that shit is
stop,
corny,
just
bro.
stop,
That
just
shit is
stop.
so corny, yo. I hate when people do
And
that.
then
like-
contradict themselves in the process.
and then I'm like looking at the feed, like, yo, bro, you're contradicting yourself. Like, what are
You're
you
not supposed to judge anybody, you motherfucker.
And I was like, I said, you were giving. No, she tried to say, I'm just giving my opinion, like you do every week on your podcast. I said, yeah, that would be correct in your first half.
Yeah.
Your first half was an opinion. The second half, you were condemning these niggas. You
And
know what I'm saying?
we're not doing it in the name of God.
Yeah, bro. Not one time did anybody bring up religion. Who cares if that's somebody's relationship goals? Like, you out here disgracing everybody, bro. It's just some of these Christians, bro. They just walking around and
everybody in the
and they got touched with the holy water or the holy oil, and they really just
They eat the Christ crackers.
Bro,
and-
they just-
This is on USA Today, nigga.
Bro,
This is
they're-
ridiculous. And CNN.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And
I went through 6 pages and they're all the same fucking articles.
yeah.
Yeah, and guess what? None of them said that he lived with her, so we don't even
Bro,
know if that's true. We don't
it
even know if
is
this is
true.
Jaden's fucking friend. You
They
can't
are
say it's
friends.
true. You can't find it, clearly. If it's on news today, nigga, that means
Nigga, all of these shits, I just went through 6 pages. These are from today. Like, all of this
The
shit.
one that just came out.
Yeah, like, all of these shits are from today.
Nigga, this
I'm
is the
still going
hottest
through
story.
shit.
Why wouldn't
That's what
I
I'm
put this
saying.
together?
Like, that shit
Then
is
why
not
can't you
gonna-
find it? You feel me?
Nigga,
You know
I
what I'm
literally
saying?
typed in literally the exact thing. I lit it away. That's wrong, man.
Like put like, August living with Will.
That's what I literally typed in hella shit. Hold on.
And and Google said we don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Google's like,
so,
no, confirmed relationship.
confirmed relation. Yeah, we don't know shit. Long story short. So, it's whatever.
And that's why I don't like to try to get passionate about stuff that I don't clearly have all the evidence. I wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And I'm not even passionate about it in general, but it's just to me it just seems like they just have a troubled marriage. Yeah, a normal troubled marriage.
Bad marriage for life.
But yeah, they just have a troubled marriage, and then everything else is just like fodder. Everything else is just speculation, around it. You know, they're either this
Why
or
are
they're
we
either
trying
that.
to follow them through their? Why do people care so much? People really want
I think people let it go until August brought this shit up.
So I think he moved in with them after he got out the hospital with the liver disease.
You don't know. You don't know.
You think or you know?
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure I saw something that said they took them.
Because guess what? When he was talking about his disease and sickness, he would have said,
"Bro, do y'all really not remember when like it was literally
I didn't give a fuck about him in 2010.
and August? They were always posting videos and shit together.
Hey,
like
I hear what you're saying, but
I'm just asking. It was a yes or no question.
I see Leon almost every day. We don't post pictures every day. You know what I'm saying?
Even
if we did, this nigga don't live with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of people every day. They don't live with me.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I feel like if they just probably just had like a really bad relationship and whether it was open or not, like to me, that's debatable just because like there's too much emotion for it to be an open relationship. From some of the open relationships that I've seen, especially like on YouTube, like they seem to be completely fine. You bring your partner home and
they seem like
there's no drama.
They seem like they're living the life that you would think you want to live because it doesn't. It seems so stress free. These people who have their open or poly relationships figured out.
The reality might just be Will probably did cheat in the past, and she is hard to handle, and those two things together is a explosion. That's probably just the closest.
You think she's like that all the time, like deep conversation? Yeah. That is tiring.
Hell yeah.
Well, now I think she's like that now.
I think that's why Tupac felt like that towards her. Like,
this
nigga said you can make me climax without sex. That's some deep shit. That's
some who said that?
Shit.
Who said that?
Oh, Tupac.
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 Yeah. Yeah. So I maybe she was like that on that spiritual kind of. That energy that she has, like a guru or something.
Yeah.
Maybe she was on that, but I feel like maybe she's definitely a lot of those people who are like that. Actually, are the ones that made the biggest mistakes. Kevin Hart is always talking like that. Like, motivation and doing this, and you got to be a good person, and then like what he do in a club.
Why do they do that? Why do they do that? I don't know. Why they said
motivational speeches kind of annoy me sometimes.
I will never fucking.
Because then when you do that to yourself, you have to
live
up
to
it.
Like the ideal man. Like you want to look.
I don't want to. That's scary.
But then you're putting pressure on yourself.
Black men don't cheat. Like that's just what that is.
Black men don't. Yeah.
You're putting pressure on yourself to be perfect too, and that will drive you crazy in itself.
Because then you have to uphold that. You're a shining example.
And on top of that, you've been putting yourself out there like you're the example this whole time, yo. There's definitely a sector of people waiting for that moment for you to slip up and a fucking pounce.
And then you usually do slip up.
and you always slip up because
it's hard. It's hard to.
Because you can't be perfect forever, bro.
Yeah,
you can't be.
And they always slip in there. Yeah, but nobody's perfect. But like they always slip in that line.
Coming out the gate saying that I probably got some old tweets that'll resurface when I get popping. Do not hold that against me. I was young and dumb, didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Out here wilding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
according to a family friend, Will and Jada initially brought August into their Southern California home because he was struggling. Will and Jada have big hearts. They look after people, the family friend said. Look, August is trouble. He has had a lot of things to deal with, and they wanted to help them. I told you, bro. They used to post videos in their house all the fucking time, bro.
The family friend said.
So you think that, if they both adopted him,
that's what it was like. That's what.
Then he's
first,
like,
when they first came out,
you're gonna
it made
fuck
it seem
him?
like they was. That's why I was just like, Jada and Will do be doing a lot of like positive shit with like black artists and shit like that. So that's what it made it seem. And then him having the liver disease, him having like beef with his mom, his sister or his brother dying. He had to like take care of like 2 or 3 nieces or nephews and shit. Like music sales is ass. Don't nobody buying his fucking music.
And then when they started happening,
name one.
Yeah, you do.
What?
I don't.
His big hit. I don't know what it was.
What's that? The nerve! What's that shit called?
I don't know.
I do not know none of that man music.
But I do remember.
He had that one song with Currency, and I can't remember it.
I don't remember that.
Was that him? That probably wasn't even him.
Is that him? I thought that was Young.
Like this.
That's him? No. Is that him?
I love it. I love it.
That was Jay Holiday.
That was?
Was it?
Yeah,
that's August Alsina, right?
What song do he have?
What's that August Alsina song?
I thought it was like way too drunk or some shit.
So none of us can pull one to our minds right now by ourselves.
Is that what's
I
that
love
him?
it. I love it. Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was him.
okay.
That was him.
I love it.
Yeah, I think
that
it
was that heat. That was that heat.
That was
I love it.
And I love it. I love it. don't know. Leon, hey,
I love
Leon.
that you're trying to.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
That's like that Jay-Z.
And my voice fucked up.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's the one.
I love.
Oh,
That
and
one,
I
that
love this shit. Okay, yeah.
I don't remember.
That
In
was,
2010,
that's,
I
oh
was-
yeah,
I
that was like
blocked that
early. You know, like I don't even know. Like no one knows these songs, bro.
He got New Orleans hits.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like it was just. I feel like
So I saw you post something that said normalize 2 boyfriends.
hell yeah.
Expound on that.
Keep 2 niggas, bro. My aunts from the time I
And
was
keep
probably
2
about
bitches.
9
Hold
years
on, hold
old.
on.
And keep 2 bitches.
My aunt has always
Yeah,
told
so-
me you always have to have more than one man. They don't necessarily
woman.
have to be in the same as when Menace, and she told my brothers the same shit. It don't necessarily have to be in the same county. They should all be in different counties. But yeah, bro. I really don't. I really feel like I have
you
to have
talking
2
about-
niggas. I
are
don't
you-
feel like two.
Are you
I don't feel like one man
Are you
can.
talking about marriage, or are you just talking about dating while you out here
No,
playing the field?
like dating. I don't
talking
think
about
I will ever
forever?
be married. I don't think I would be married.
But that's
And
a
if I
personal
did,
thing, but we're making
Yeah.
this a
and if I
rule,
did,
though.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I know my granddaddy definitely had a girlfriend. Cause he damn sure was with that bitch like 2 weeks after my grandma died.
But what if another woman wants to get married? So but what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
that's what I'm saying.
Is
What's
this
the
a
whole
personal?
scope? Yeah.
Is this a personal rule or is this a general? It should
Yeah,
be
you say
legal.
normalize 2 boyfriends.
Yeah, it should be
everybody
normalized.
everybody is into polygamy, but like not polyandry. Like I think 2 husbands would be fucking lit. It's
Oh,
just
2
you're
husbands.
never
Okay, so
either 2
marriage.
husbands or 2 boyfriends, but you're
Right.
never going to find 2 men that will give up that alpha mentality to be and to come together as one. But niggas always want 2 bitches.
Mm-hmm.
What niggas about to share the spotlight with another nigga?
Wait. How many niggas want 2 bitches?
Exactly.
How many niggas want 2 bitches?
Plenty of niggas want 2 bitches. I don't know.
I guess I must not be a
I
nigger.
feel like they just try to fuel their desire to have threesomes. Some men are really into polygamy,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like nigga, you can't handle 1 bitch, let alone 2.
Yeah.
The men you fuck with,
Let
or
alone
just
2.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. You gotta.
I know people that are like that actively do it, that are into it, that talk about it, but at the same time, like it never fucking works out because y'all cannot handle 2 personalities. Me personally, I'm not sharing the spotlight.
You can't be in
with
a
another bitch.
serious relationship.
You
with
can't.
2
There's
people.
no way
At
you can
least
be
I
in
know
a
I
serious
can't.
relationship
That's too much work.
and literally split your feelings 50-50 with somebody. Somebody is always going to feel lesser than. So
Yeah.
unless you establish like, hey, I'm number 1 bitch and you number 2, like we're concubines or something.
That's the only way
That's
it
the
would work
only
in my
way.
world.
Like
Yeah.
only way, bitch. Like, and then at the same time, bro, I'm not sharing. Like, so what you just about to eat my pussy? Because you're not. My nigga's not fucking you. What you?
What are you talking about?
Like,
Yeah,
as far
I'm
as, like,
confused.
sex, like when it comes to that, like,
When it comes to who's having sex, what are you talking about?
like if we're like in like a
You're talking about 2 boyfriends?
no, I'm talking about like 2, still with 2 bitches, like niggas.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
a guy with 2 girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so
No, but
you're saying
and
you
then
don't
that's the
want
thing
dick
too.
from
A
him
lot
if
of people
you know
that's in
he's
poly
saying-
relationships, they're not doing like sexual things together. Like there's
Yeah, not all the
literally
time,
2
yeah.
separate relationships. They just come together as one, like with like.
So you're saying
It takes a
polyamory should be
village.
normalized? That's what you're saying?
I think it's pretty normalized. already.
Polyandry.
Oh,
Polygamy is
polyandry.
yes, that's what you
Polygamy
meant.
is the
Polygamy
marriage,
is with,
getting
with,
married
yeah,
to
exactly
people.
with 2. With the man and 2
Polyamory is dating around, like
exactly.
being in an open
and then
relationship.
you have the
Essentially,
polyandry where is a woman is dating 2 men.
is a woman is dating 2 men.
that's
Oh.
People
Official
don't.
term.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
But
talking
yeah,
about that
it's
specifically?
Completely different. Yes, that specifically.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck. I already told you, I'm not sharing the spotlight with another woman.
Okay.
I'm Princess
Oh,
Unicorn
okay.
of the
I got a
Magic
question.
Rainbow Ring.
I got a question.
So
I got a
the
question.
opposite of polygamy.
No, I got a question because I think it is normalized already.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No. Women having 2 boyfriends.
They just the other niggas just don't know. That's all it is.
No.
We still doing it.
No. The niggas know because there's plenty of times when niggas are like, you hit that, I hit that shit too, and it was probably within a week apart or.
But that's not
if they're
like
both
that's not
hitting-
my boyfriend. Like I would
Yeah,
literally.
but how do you even expect this? Do you? Okay, this is what I think.
I've had 2 boyfriends before,
At the same time.
They didn't know.
And this is the thing. 1, they didn't know, and 2,
and I was only sleeping with 1. though.
What do you plan on doing? Are you about to pull up to the club with 2 niggas on your arm? That's not happening. Like, you don't see niggas.
No, that's why you get niggas of 2 different. Like I got a homebody nigga, I got a nigga that like to trap that's always in the streets.
Different
you know what I'm
personalities,
saying?
yeah.
Like
That
I got a
matches
nigga
yours.
that's in school and shit, or I got a nigga that's in the military. Like it's never going to be 2 niggas that'll be in the
That's
same
the-
circle.
of course.
Like bitches that fuck with niggas that's in the same circle. Like I would never fuck with a nigga that I'm never going to pull up to the club with a nigga and be scared that I might see my other nigga there. Fuck no, I'm never going to fuck with no. This is going to be a fucking rainbow full of different niggas. No.
Okay, so this is a positive thing. Like we're not angry here, right?
Yeah, no,
like this is just a
absolutely
positive
not.
thing
Like,
that
I
we're
feel
just
like,
gonna.
bro, if you want to have
Hey,
2 girlfriends, like that's cool. If bitches is down,
We should
with it,
normalize
fine.
that.
But if I want to have 2 boyfriends, like don't be like, oh, like my homeboy was just like, if you want to just, if you want to be double
Are
penetrated,
you
just say
gonna-
that. All right, nigga, I want to be double penetrated. Now I still want 2 niggas. Now what?
So I have a question. Are you gonna post both of these? What are you gonna put their levels at?
I don't post no
Are you-
niggas.
I didn't
Y'all-
ask that. what is the level of relationship?
It would
both?
literally just depend. Like,
is one going to be like a Monday through Friday boyfriend, and then you got a weekend boyfriend, or you splitting the week up? How are we doing this?
it just depends.
Yeah, it depends on the two
It
relationships.
depends on his lifestyle, what he has going on. Like the nigga I'm fucking with now. Like,
why do you have to call them?
I know
why
that
do you have to say two boyfriends? Because I know I couldn't do two girlfriends. I feel
okay,
like
I
that
wouldn't say
title.
two, I feel like I've at the same time, like, this just goes back to me telling people, like, when you're dating, to keep your options open. That's just all it is. Like,
I think that's normalized.
Date multiple people.
I think people are doing that right now.
Fuck both of these people or fuck multiple people. If you want to,
boyfriend,
and you're being
girlfriend,
safe,
that's
cool.
relationship, which means you're building something outside of sex.
That's like having two jobs, essentially.
Yeah,
you got two jobs.
I would have two boyfriends, and
are you ready for that
relationships are something you have to work at.
Boyfriends mean you're building with something.
Yeah.
Even if there's something outside of sex.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, relationships are a job, essentially. So you're getting two jobs.
No, I work.
Yeah.
No, one thing about me.
And guys do it, yeah.
I got one. I quit Lidl. I didn't even tell y'all. Yeah, I quit Lidl. That's what's been going on with my life the past few weeks. I've been like, do I want to quit? Do I want to go? I was just like really in a bad space, and I ended up cussing out my manager, and I was like, I'm not coming back.
So that's the bad boyfriend.
Unemployment's popping right now.
No, I'm not getting unemployment for that because I quit.
Damn.
But I'm still at Massage Envy, and I'm back there full time now. So I'm really clear.
So you're with one boyfend. You're in a committed relationship.
I am not in a committed relationship.
You see what happens?
No, your job.
Yeah.
That's my.
It's a metaphor.
I'm not committed. I'm gonna cheat on you.
It was. So you're gonna cheat on your job with your. I was comparing it to your job.
I was.
I
cheated on Lidl with Massage Envy.
Yeah.
I should call out a Lidl so I can go to Massage Envy.
Massage Envy.
That's because that's what you actually want to do, though.
Yeah, and I slowly realized that. Honestly, it was really this fucking pandemic. Like, that shit really just made me. And I used to love, y'all used to love Lidl because I was only there like a few days a week. But like working there 6 fucking days a week with them worrisome ass white people, like, especially in the climate that we are now, and they were just really not understanding like what the fuck was going on. Then y'all know my friend had passed, and it was just like they just were not
Being
I was still
empathetic.
gonna go, like I was still going to work, working 2 fucking jobs. Like I'm just like, bruh, like life is really smacking the fuck out of me right now, and I just need a fucking break. So they were mad I called out like twice in a week, and I was just like, bruh, y'all are not. I really want to be like, black women are dying in the streets. That's what I really want to be like. But
Just say it to
them.
them.
Me and Leon are on mental health breaks right now.
Like for real, I really needed it, bro. Like I could not, bro, I used to wake up and cry because I didn't want to go to fucking Lidl. I'm like, bro, I do not want to be around these people. Like, this shit is about to fucking kill me. I cannot fucking think straight. Like,
I feel like you've had a breakdown during this pandemic. I feel like I've had a
bro, this
breakdown.
is probably like my 3rd one. Like,
during the pandemic?
Yes, bro.
You feel like you've had a breakdown during the pandemic?
What the fuck?
I scared myself when I was like, I feel funny. And then I was like, I don't know, should I go to the doctor? But then if I go there, then I might get sick. But that was like early. That was like April. You know? I was like, out of scare.
From it, like, just
but nothing else.
Because they're saying like,
knowing people that have it,
if
like,
you feel anything, you might have it. And I'm just like, oh shit.
That shit is ass, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is terrible.
It's like the symptoms are vague. Like it could just like if you feel a breeze on your neck, you might have coronavirus. It's like what the fuck?
What really pissed me off, I had a call the other day. My mom had fucking surgery. My mom just got her other hip replaced.
Oh, that was one of the days?
Yeah. And I was just like, they were just like, oh, if you need to change your availability, you need to talk to the manager. I said, bitch, I don't need to change my availability. I already talked to her. That's what my schedule is out now. I just said my mama had to have surgery today. I'm about to go see my mom. I don't give a shit about this job. Life still goes on regardless of fucking groceries. I don't give a shit.
Groceries.
Gross.
Give me some little
Groceries.
snooty ass text. I should have walked. I knew exactly who it was. I know it was your ass, Brandon. Trying to give me that little snooty ass.
You call him out, right?
Hell yeah, I should have went up there and smacked your ass.
What did you do?
Had my nigga come up. Just send me a little snooty ass text. Like, I told him, I was just like, if it's a problem with my availability, then I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday, and y'all can change my schedule for next week. This is on like a Saturday. And I was like, and y'all can change my schedule for next week. Oh, it's too late to change the schedule for next week. How about this? I'm not coming.
And you didn't
Change that, bitch. They called me for like 2 days straight. I'm not fucking coming there, bro. You can suck my ass, literally.
He's like, I want to.
Fuck.
Boy.
Hey, y'all ain't even give me no fucking hazard pay. Had motherfuckers wearing fucking jeans in fucking 90-degree weather outside cleaning carts and counting customers. Literally
outside?
Suck my ass. Like,
shit.
I don't know. Fuck y'all. I don't give a shit.
Our new sponsor.
Will you still shop at Lidl?
Hell yeah, I'm about to shop there. They got good ass produce. Hell you talking about?
Are you going to the same one that you quit?
Yes, it lives 5 minutes down from my house. What are you talking about? I'm about to be scared. I fucking quit. Fuck y'all. Hell no.
You walk in there, see
Be
the
right
same
up
people.
in there.
You quit in flames
Yeah.
and then go back to go shopping.
La, la, la. Hey y'all.
It's like, oh, Cherry's back.
Cherry, we miss you. I know.
I don't miss you.
I do miss my coworkers though. Like I didn't like it. Literally wasn't my.
It's always the coworkers. It's always the coworkers.
Yeah. It was just. It wasn't a management or anything. I just needed a break, and I knew if I would have used all my PTO, I would have never went back. Like.
Oh, true. You should have used that PTO so you can get that bag though.
I should have.
How much did you leave? Please don't tell me you left about $400.
What?
Did you leave like $300-$400?
I honestly don't even fucking know.
That's a problem.
I never checked
You probably left about $300-$400 on the table.
That's okay.
Mm.
She could have just called out for 2 weeks straight or a week straight and got that pay.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to do, but they were like bitching at me, like, and then it was like the point of them not
fire
approving everybody's.
If they
PTO
fire you,
because
then you
we
would have
were
set
short.
yourself
But see,
up.
they weren't approving PTO because we were short staffed.
Can we talk about? I don't know. I don't know how many jobs our listeners have ever had. I've had a lot of jobs, been hired and fired a lot. Okay, I've been hired, fired, and quit a lot. There's a certain etiquette in quitting and getting fired. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know your time is coming, it's always better to get fired. Look. You know what I'm saying? You might be right now listening to this like, I was already late today. I was late last week. My manager's going to fire me soon.
Yeah.
And it really might be coming. Hey, look, man. Look up. Look up, man. Keep your head up. Keep your chin up. That's what you want right now. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the embarrassment aspect. That'll only last roughly 1 week because your circle and your network is going to find out you got fired. But you got to stand behind that shit too, yo. Mm-hmm. You've got to stand behind it. You be like, you know what? I was slipping. Whoever you're talking to, I was slipping. They let me go. All you need to know, do whatever you have to do for whatever. Tell your niggas it's whatever. But guess what? It's lit. Unemployment is right around the corner. They're going to be dropping you about a fucking $600 to $800 a week. You weren't getting that. I promise you weren't. You know what I'm saying?
And you're doing nothing.
But it does depend too, because there's certain stipulations with unemployment. Like it depends on the grounds issue of what you get fired for. So if I got fired for attendance, they wouldn't have. Legal probably wouldn't approve that shit. I probably would have been fighting that shit for fucking months trying to get some goddamn unemployment. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on.
Well, curse somebody else. Sometimes you got to go down in flames, y'all.
I wanted to. Oh my God, I wanted to cuss this black man out so fucking bad, bro. And then I found out after the fact that he was a cop. That made me even more mad. So he had bought some fucking bran flakes, and he didn't like the taste.
There's no raisins in it, right?
It was like chocolate bran flakes, chocolate flavored bran flakes, and he was just like, "Oh, I didn't like the taste of it," and I was like, "Well, sir, I'm sorry. We're only doing quality return. So like, if it's a quality issue, like if it wasn't fresh, it was stale or something, then we would have returned it." He's like, "Well, it was stale, sir. This date says November 2022." Like unopened cereal is not about to go stale like that. Like very seldom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. This nigga was just like, he was like, I'm not understanding. I'm like, sir, because of COVID-19, we're just like, we're suspending all food.
Because you already have
like,
it.
Everything, like, if it's not a quality issue, if it wasn't rotten or moldy or something,
that makes sense.
We can't return it. Like, if you got non-food item, like a freaking dresser, like, yes, we can return that. That's fine. There's no issue with that. So, they wouldn't give him his money. Check the shit out. Can I talk to your manager? Sure. She literally came up and told him everything that I can, and then he comes, and then she comes back. She was like, yeah, he was saying that you didn't explain anything to him. I was like, what? I didn't explain that all the orange signs around the building say that we are not doing any food fucking returns. You didn't see that big-ass orange sign when you walked in? And you was a cop? And this was literally like 2 days after the George Floyd shit. I was looking at that motherfucker.
Black cop too?
It was a black dude.
Damn.
I was going to go on the Facebook page, write a review. Were you? Who fucking cares?
He sounded just like that.
Shut your dumb ass.
Like, bro, I don't own this building. You think I give a fuck? Like, bro, I don't own Lidl. If I own Lidl, I'd probably care.
Yeah.
I'm an employee, okay? You can write 100 bad reviews about me. They probably still.
Shit. Nobody care about that.
Yeah. So, I guess. So, normalizing two boyfriends, poly, whatever your relationship is.
Yeah, the opposite of polygamy. Polygamy is a guy with multiple wives.
Yeah.
Do the opposite of that. And I'm like, hey, look, I don't judge.
Reality,
I don't
probably
give a
would
fuck.
never do that, honestly, because I don't be fucking with niggas that will even allow me to do no type of shit like that. So, I like hood. Yeah, I like crazy hood.
Well, it's not necessarily. It's
May
not
the best
exactly
shooter
common.
win.
It's not exactly a common.
I have done that before. I have played Russian roulette with my life before. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was definitely entertaining two hood ass niggas, and I was downtown with one, and I seen the other one, and I never ducked so quick in my life. And I had to call my friend like, "Bitch, come pick me up right now." This nigga was looking like I hit these scats on that motherfucker. I was like, "Oh, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Don't even worry about it." Because he would have shot both of us.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah, that nigga called me. You think I ain't see your dumb ass?
Man, you have great taste. You have great taste. Yeah, great taste.
I ain't see your dumb ass. What did you talk about? It wasn't even me. Bitch, I seen you. What the fuck did you see? Nigga, you're crazy. Bitch, I'm behind you. Damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
Write a script.
That was in my
crazy.
young days, though. That was fun.
You're not supposed to go on dates with them. If you balancing two people, you're supposed to. One doesn't get date privileges.
Yes, they do. You spending bread, you definitely get date privileges. These
You
niggas
thinking
had
of-
money.
you-
So definitely date someone that can kill
These
you,
are-
possibly.
Why
these are
can't you
niggas
just
that
get-
do hard, that sell hard drugs?
Yeah, you should have just got some gifts though. That'd have been safer for you. You could have maintained a lot longer.
I did get gifts.
But that's all you need. You need to. If the other ones, you
I
do
was
the date.
young. That-
Do the
them-
dates with one.
Yeah.
None of them
You know
fucking
what I'm
gifts
saying?
are here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
those
No, you see,
memories
you're young.
are- I can tell my children about that.
Yeah.
They gonna be like this, yo. You was weak out here in these streets. I got 5 niggas on paying.
It's like doubled.
yeah. I got.
That's how my
5.
mama be getting on me like that. She was like, "Girl, when I was your age, ma, shut up." Like times was different back then. Like you was a plug. Like of course niggas was doing shit for you. They wanted fucking crack.
Oh shit.
All right, plot twist. Didn't know that about Mama T. And T.
Oh yeah, my mom was
Yeah.
a plug back in the day. You go to Virginia, ask about Sunshine. They'll tell you.
Okay, let's move to the next. Make sure we don't statute of limitations.
Yeah, I don't think this table is red, so.
Yeah, this is
Nah, the statute of
this
limitations is way up.
This is not air dirty laundry
Yeah.
red table. This is a nice brown table.
Yeah. Yeah, brown table.
So let's see. So T.I. versus 50 Cent. Y'all saw that, right?
No.
It didn't happen. I'm sorry. It didn't
Oh,
happen.
okay. So
You just saw the
everybody's talking about it?
the controversy around it.
So it's possible?
I don't think that shit's happening because 50 Cent just dropped T.I.'s little joint where he was doing the Crime Stoppers. It was like, why would I do any battle with you, nigga? And he was like, why did you do this Crime Stoppers thing? And, you know, 50 just clowns you, bro. He don't give a fuck about no battles. He's clowning people. Like,
Who? 50? Oh, good.
I have stopped liking T.I. a long time ago. He
You're not
has
the
just
only
been
one.
exhibiting very coonish behavior. He really sent me when he didn't understand. He didn't know the definition of patriarchy.
Patriarchy? Yeah.
Patriarchy. And
Oh.
like, nigga, how are you using all these big ass
oh,
vocabulary words?
yeah.
On his show?
Yeah, and they did an interview when he was like talking on the Red Table Talk when he was fucking talking about his daughter's
Oh.
fucking virginity and shit.
That was
That's what
crazy.
really sent me.
Oh,
the
I
fuck
think I heard
off.
people, yeah,
That's
got
what
upset
really
about
sent
that.
That was
After
the-
that, it was
controlling
just-
it
was
or
like
something.
Little shit like he was saying, and I'm like, bruh, like you've been,
That was the
preaching all
snapping
this
point for a
black
lot
man
of
shit. Then
people.
you got
Yeah.
caught cheating on Tiny. Then you like trying to be mad at her for chilling with Floyd. Like it was just a lot of goofy shit going on. And I'm like, bruh, you're not really as smart as you perceive yourself to be. And I learned that because I really thought this nigga was like really like hood phonics type shit.
Hood
like,
phonics,
He really,
yeah.
he
Yeah,
really
yeah.
sounded educated, but he's really fucking ignorant. Like and really the shit with the daughter. After that, I was done. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was a T.I. stan. Like I even put my mama a little T.I. type shit. Like
Yeah.
I love T.I., but I love 50 Cent too.
Yeah.
But-
Who do you think 50, like, do you think he's a good match battle-wise
absolutely.
with
Oh,
T.I.?
definitely.
Definitely,
Yeah,
I'm going with 50 though.
Hits?
yeah I'm
Okay.
definitely going 50. I
I'm going
think.
with 50.
Yeah, he
niggas
probably
say
has more
niggas
hits.
from the South. Look at Leon over there. Niggas from everybody was saying like niggas from the South are saying 50 and niggas from up north are saying T.I.
Really?
Don't
Honestly,
get me
it's
wrong,
opposite?
like T.I. has
Honestly,
some fire. You
'cause
know,
we
they
kinda-
would say he
'Cause
created.
it's
the
really
trap
close.
genre.
And the way we talked about it too, like last episode, where it's like when they're doing those battles, it depends on what songs go up against each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
That shit, because
they have to be comparable songs.
They
Yeah.
have to be. They have to be like they have to be really, but they don't seem to be doing that for
Because
some
a
reason.
great song can lose to a
An
song
okay
if it was
song,
not
yeah.
paired with another song. Like that
Exactly.
great
Yeah.
song, because that's a good song, but it's weak
Yeah.
against this one.
Exactly. So yeah,
That's what happened with Nelly and Ludacris.
Yeah.
He was playing the
I
wrong
feel
fucking
like,
songs.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like that's been happening with all of them?
They're playing the wrong songs. Like
All of them are playing the wrong songs.
Yeah.
Like they don't have
I'm
good.
trying to think, like, if there were any
I
ones.
feel like
where it was
Erykah Badu's and
Jill Scott,
Jill
that was pretty
Scott.
good.
That one's
That
good.
was I feel like was even. Like they
Yeah.
were, but at the same time,
their styles are kind of similar.
but at the same time, people were upset because in the beginning, Jill kept playing her new music.
Oh,
She
and people
played-
weren't familiar,
and
maybe.
nobody was familiar with it, but Erykah was playing all their hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she kept playing her a bunch of new music, and people wanted her, so they didn't even do it right, or what
Yeah.
we would,
Yeah.
as a battle, I guess.
And I think people just give that one for some reason, everybody gives that one a slide, like a pass almost. It's just like, you know what? That wasn't even a battle. That was just a celebration of two queens.
It was, yeah. They
Yeah.
were just vibing. And
That's
shit,
the
yeah.
energy I always get from everybody. Like, it's like, who won? Who won? It's like, it
I
don't
wanna
really
see
matter.
Jamie Foxx
Nobody won. We just
go
wanted
up
to see them
against
together.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
what'd
need
you
to
say?
see Jamie Foxx and I don't know who.
Okay, so R&B.
It would have to be another multi-talented artist then. Jamie, like somebody that does it all like him, but nobody
Around
No
else.
one
his
does.
era,
That was
too?
my point.
Around his era,
Jamie's
too?
that nigga.
Is there anybody? Okay, and this is the word. Ooh, no, I take that back. Damn, he don't have enough hits. I was thinking Childish Gambino.
I mean,
I was thinking of somebody, comedian,
generational
rapper,
is
actor,
different.
singer. You
That's
know what I mean?
true. That's
somebody
true.
that somebody that's like one of those mega forces.
But
like Nick Cannon is, but he ain't got hits though.
Yeah, yeah.
He got Gigolo and that's it.
Yeah, like I feel like with Jamie, it would have to be somebody in his like age range, in his era, and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like,
but ain't nobody doing what he do though.
Because I don't think he has enough hits to beat a lot of people.
doing what? Well, Childish Gambino is doing what he's doing.
Because they're normally doing 20 records.
But in his generation,
they're normally doing 20 records versus 20
He
records.
stinks.
I don't think.
no, he doesn't.
I don't listen to his music at all.
That
I
doesn't
like
mean he
Redbone.
stinks.
That's it.
Childish
You just don't.
Gambino?
You listen to it.
That shit is not for me.
Childish
I have
Gambino?
tried for years. Yes.
Nigga, you think
So
the
he stinks
Weeknd's
to
nice
you.
and he's trash.
I love The Weeknd.
Abel's trash.
I like his lyrics. He definitely howls. I definitely don't like the way he
Trash.
sings.
Which
Like
means he's
Michael?
trash.
No, he
yeah.
can sing. You
Abel.
think Travis Scott is trash? Shut up.
Yeah, for Travis Scott, I don't understand.
Travis Scott sounds the same in every.
Yeah,
he
and-
doesn't.
Yeah,
Y'all don't
they-
think-
they-
y'all
but-
aren't listening.
I don't think
You're
Travis Scott
listening.
is trash. I don't understand.
I just can't. I have never.
I don't
got-
understand what he's doing that's so different.
Who?
It's
Oh,
fucking
Trav.
Rager.
Travis Scott. Yeah, I don't.
That's
He's
what's
using
in-
autotune.
That's what's
You
in
know what I
now.
mean?
I mean, I don't know. That's just what the teeny boppers like.
I just don't know why
Him,
he's so
Cardi,
famous.
Uzi, like
Cardi
niggas,
uses
his
autotune?
concerts are fucking lit. His performances
Cardi uses
are
autotune?
fucking
Yeah, hell
lit.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like it's
Oh, shit.
fucking.
Oh no, she's talking
Cardi's-
Playboy. She's talking Playboy.
Oh, Cardi.
Cardi.
No, Playboy
him.
Cardi.
Not Cardi.
Not
Okay,
Cardi
yeah,
B.
not
Nah,
Cardi.
nah,
Okay.
nah, nah,
Yeah.
nah, 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 nah.
But yeah, wait, what you were saying?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Oh no, we were talking about
But yeah,
Jamie Foxx.
I
We were
can
talk-
never get into Childish Gambino
Oh, Childish, yeah.
or Chance the Rapper like that, and I have tried
I
both.
fuck with Chance heavy.
I
I don't
can't.
fuck with
I
it.
can't get
I
into
think it's their
Chance.
voices.
I
I
can't
just
get into
I
Chance.
haven't. I'm less into Chance's music now.
I feel like Childish
Me
Gambino.
too.
Yeah.
Like I've
I
been
was
trying to listen to
huge
him
Chance
since like
fan back then.
2009. Like it's been a long time, and I.
But
just,
no, I've never been a Childish Gambino super fan either.
I
But he
cannot.
definitely got.
No, I'm not a super fan
But he
either.
got
But
some bops though.
yes, he does.
He got some bops.
And if
though.
you haven't listened to them, then you
I
can't.
did. It wasn't a bop for me,
Which ones do you listen to?
bro.
That
That
weren't
the
them.
album with Redbone on it. I listened to that whole album.
Oh, there's. Oh yeah. Well, do you even
album's
like?
That
kinda-
was.
that
I didn't
album-
like
that album
it.
kind of slap.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it
I
was
didn't- I
old
mean,
school.
I
It was
wasn't
old school
bad.
psych funk.
Yeah, it was.
It
old
wasn't
school
bad,
funk.
but I was just
Yeah.
like, okay, it was the same. I feel the same way with Solange. I can't get into her either at
Oh,
fucking
really?
all.
I like Solange.
I like
can't.
Solange more than Beyond,
Me
actually.
too.
I do not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like her more than Beyonce.
No.
It's just
Music-
because I feel
musically,
like
musically.
yeah, music. No, I just feel
Not
like Beyonce
entertainment-wise,
makes like
though.
women exclusive music, whereas
really
Solange
does, bruh.
Solange is more like Alicia Keys, where it's like unisex music.
Yes,
Everybody
yes,
can enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
that's
see
that's
that.
why
I think that's
gravitate.
what it is for me.
Because I'm not gonna be in my car.
car.
I
I'm
like-
single. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
like
gonna
shit.
be-
Like, yeah, I like shit like that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
Yeah.
the main thing.
I like
That's-
girly shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they be trying to kill you if you be like,
Heartbreak.
I'm not a huge Beyonce.
Don't you know they had the nerve to get on Al Gore's internet today and said that
Why do you
Mary
keep saying
J
Al
fucking
Gore?
obliged because it is Al Gore's internet. Everybody knows they stole the internet from Al Gore.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Hold up, the presidential candidate?
Yeah. You know the inconvenient truth. Like he was talking about global warming and shit.
He was supposed to be the founder of the internet.
Wasn't he
But
running?
what happened?
What?
He was supposed to be.
That was his claim to fame?
No.
You never heard.
Who
that
stole
shit?
it?
I never heard him
Al Gore's
associated.
internet?
Me
no,
neither.
no.
I can't remember what it. Y'all really never heard that shit?
No.
That is funny as hell.
I
Maybe
no,
that's-
I take that back. I feel like I might have heard it before, but I still didn't know
Not
what it
me.
was.
I can't remember like the details of it, but like
And trust
it
me,
had
I've-
something to do with like the development of internet, and they kind of like just shunned them off, like type shit.
Really?
Damn.
I
Or
did not
something
know
of that. So I could be wrong. Do not.
He
quote
was
me.
running against Bush,
I don't
right?
fucking know.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was running with Bush the
Yeah.
first
in
the first time.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the first time.
But niggas try to say that Mary J. Blige could sing better than Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter.
Mary J. Blige can sing better than Beyonce?
Fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
that's what people are saying on the internet.
outrageous.
I don't know. No.
Absolutely fucking outrageous. Are you
Beyonce, look,
crazy?
Yeah, I
look.
don't
Say
think
what
so.
you will about Beyonce, she has the voice of a fucking angel.
Of a
She
fucking
does.
angel.
like it's
Yeah.
perfect.
This bitch
Yeah,
can sing
no.
every fucking genre.
Mary's got a difference. She can't even be compared with somebody like that because
At
she's not
all.
like she's not
Yeah.
even like a technical singer.
People
like
were
that.
like, "Ooh, this is a good one."
She
Is
got-
it really?
Like you would put Mary J. Blige with like the Keisha Coles, like those like
No.
the ones that you can feel, like you know, like that pain in your
90
voice.
Keisha can sing though. Keisha Cole can
Keisha
sing.
can sing, but
Keisha Cole
Okay,
can sing.
you
I
would
would
put- you
compare
would put,
Mary
like-
J. Blige to like.
I would compare Beyonce to like Mariah
Faith,
Carey. Like both
Evans,
of them in their
or-
prime.
No, Faith Evans can sing.
No, no,
I would
she can
compare
sing.
her. I would compare Mary J. Blige and Alicia Keys. Cause Alicia
Yes,
Keys can't really
yeah,
sing that
I
well.
would
to
do
me.
that. I would do that.
And you know what? You know what it is. Yeah, Alicia.
No, she can sing, but
she can sing, but
she can carry a tune.
there you go.
I
She
feel
can
like-
carry a tune and she can harmonize.
Yeah.
But when she get on live, when she live, oh
Yeah,
it's
I can
bad.
see.
Like,
Yeah,
it's bad.
I
Like
can see
you
that.
can hear in her voice like that she can't. Like,
At
she can carry
Beyonce,
a
her
tune.
voice is like
She
live,
can sing
like
acapella. She can sing live. She can dance
Yeah,
and
she
sing.
can do everything,
She's not
like,
lip
yeah.
syncing.
As a matter of fact,
like,
Ariana Grande of her pop generation, I feel like she's the best
one.
Ariana
vocalist.
Grande
Yeah,
is
yeah,
fire. I
yeah.
love Jessie J too. She just
Jessie-
doesn't.
oh, yeah,
she's
she's
not
good
a
too.
real big entertainer.
Yeah.
but
I don't know
like
who that
I
is.
love to hear her fucking.
She's
blow.
like really
She-
tall.
She's really tall, British girl. She can
Yeah.
fucking blow, hit high notes.
She writes a
like
lot of
Mariah
popular
Carey.
songs, too.
Yeah, she's
Oh, shit.
she's
I
fire.
can't bring it to mind.
There's
We gotta
another
play one.
girl.
I might have heard it, but I don't know.
I actually haven't listened to Snow Allegra, and I've heard really good things about her. Her
I haven't
and
heard
Oh,
her.
I have. Yeah.
it's
I've
like
good.
D Lo or something.
yeah, she's fire. She's
can't
underground, but she's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Oh, have y'all heard of Cash Page?
Cash.
She's signed with Travis Scott, I believe. But I found her. She was on Don Toliver's album on this song with Travis Scott called Euphoria. And I think she was on the song with Travis Scott too. But she is fire. She's from
Oh, she's
Dallas,
good?
Texas. Yeah, she's singing. She uses a lot of autotune too. But like I like her lyrics. She's fire.
Okay.
She's real
Nice.
fire.
This is the singers edition,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Singers is definitely coming out.
R&B edition. Is it even R&B? It's not even really R&B no more. What is it? Would you call it? Because I
They
wouldn't
call
call
it like
R&B.
neo soul.
Wait.
Well, I mean, I feel like
What are we talking about?
Just like the music, the R&B
No,
genre
I do
now?
feel like okay. So I would consider like
or the singing,
Popular or underground?
I
Because
would
now you have
consider
to.
Summer Walker
or the singing
R&B.
genre.
I would consider Ari Lennox R&B. I would consider like who would I consider like neo soul?
There are a few. I mean, Jasmine Sullivan is R&B.
Yeah, like Jasmine Sullivan could be.
she been
She's
around.
my favorite.
She been
Melanie
around.
Fiona is R&B.
Oh yeah, they both been around for about
She
10
ain't
years
made.
now.
She ain't made.
She
no
ain't made shit
music.
in a long time. But
ain't made
I was
no
really on
music.
her in the 2010s though.
Yeah, I love Melanie.
She
Gibb.
been around for about 10
She's Canadian too.
She did an interview with the Breakfast
She's
Club.
really nice boobs too.
She,
Her breasts
she-
are phenomenal.
I do remember that, I think.
Her breasts
From
are
the-
phenomenal.
I do
I'm not a
remember
breast
that.
guy, so I probably didn't even.
I'm a boob guy too, so
Yeah, what?
I'm a boob guy. I like titties. I like titties.
He said he's not a best
No. I said I'm not a tits guy. I'm an ass guy. So I
Oh.
probably didn't
Yeah,
even
that's
notice
why I
it.
didn't notice
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
But
And I like titties.
I noticed some phenomenal tits.
yeah.
I'll compliment some tits too.
Mm.
Like, but I haven't done that in so long because we don't go out. We don't go outside anymore. So,
We don't go outside.
yeah, so
We're not allowed
Who
outside.
y'all got, Fantasia or Jennifer Hudson?
Because I'm not like uber crazy about both of them.
me neither.
but we're talking like vocally, who's the best?
Vocally.
Who's the
I'm
best?
going with Fantasia Barrino, period.
I'm just going with Fantasia just because she went through American Idol.
So did
Yeah.
Jennifer Hudson.
Oh yeah, that's
Really?
true.
Yeah, she
Oh
won-
yeah,
they
that's
both-
true.
They
Yeah.
both won American
Damn.
Idol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
Wait, Fantasia didn't win. She
Fanta-
got far.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I remember she was
in,
mad
like-
at Simon
she
Cowell
was in like the top
because she
3,
didn't.
I think.
Yeah, she was in the top
Yeah.
range, but she didn't win.
No,
Was
she
she?
definitely won.
Was she just? I don't
she didn't
think
win.
so. Wasn't she with?
Either she didn't.
Wasn't she with
she
Ruben
had
Studdard
to.
and Clay Aiken? Wasn't it during
Ruben
that
Studdard-
run?
No,
That was a
they
year
were earlier.
after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Kelly
Clarkson
was
won.
my camp counselor.
Kelly Clarkson won.
I feel like it was Kelly.
Some
Clay.
blonde girl. I forgot what her name is, but she does country. She won once.
Yo, American Idol, those early couple years.
Pretty
they ripped-
Little Soup, the full Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood. Yeah, there
Oh,
we go.
she
Bro,
came from
Fantasia
that.
won American Idol, bro.
She did?
Yes.
Check double
I'm
Yeah,
double
check
check.
that.
I'm pretty sure.
She mi-
She
wait. You
did
know what?
first?
Now that you're
Hold on,
saying it,
Hold on, he got
No?
it. Hold on.
yeah. Now that
Oh,
you're
okay.
saying it, I remember her crying on stage now. But I'm like, wait.
Was it because she went home?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
'cause she
yeah.
won?
Well, did she win or did she?
Yeah, she
I
did
don't-
win. Yeah, she won.
What year?
2004.
Damn, that was
She was
forever
third one.
ago.
She was right after. She was right after Clayton.
Clay Aiken.
Yeah.
Clay
Okay.
Aiken won.
The year
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn, I forgot
He
about
got
his.
fat as
ass.
hell too.
Did he?
He got
if
real
I
fat.
was invisible.
Yeah.
Isn't he's from Garner, ain't he?
Yeah, he's
He
from
was
here.
my camp counselor when I was in elementary school at
you
YMCA.
What?
Yes.
How do you just drop that so casually?
you know what?
Oh yeah, Clay
Because
Aiken was
that's why we were like when I was like younger, like I was like super into American Idol because it was like so many people.
No, it was huge
Like,
back then.
I
They had-
voted every
they were
week.
producing idols. Like
Yeah.
they were
Real.
producing
Like,
stars.
and if you were like the runner up, like the top three,
You were
finales,
popping
always-
still.
You still like even
Yeah, you
like-
still got a record
you
deal.
still got
Bro,
a
we
record
remember Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken. Like,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
though one
Kelly
person
Clarkson.
won,
deal. Kelly Clarkson.
Like,
She was the
we-
first ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fantasia.
Daughtery, Chris Daughtery, they won.
And a few of
Wasn't
them
that
are
American
still
Idol?
really relevant
Daughtry?
today.
Yeah, Chris Daughtry.
Daughtry. Yeah, that's right.
And a couple of them are still really relevant today,
Yeah.
such as
Yeah.
Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. Like,
Kelly Clarkson got a show on TV.
Yeah. Kelly's
She
doing
does. I saw that.
A talk show.
She's judging a little singing show too, I believe.
Oh yeah, she's on the one where they have to turn around.
Yeah,
the voice.
Yo, don't she kind of look? Don't Kelly Clarkson look like? Don't these two favor each other? What's the white lady? I think she might be like Puerto Rican or Cuban or Spanish. She got a daily talk show. Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray. Yeah. I think she's just like white. I think she's like Italian or something.
But no, yeah, Rachel Ray's like Italian.
Yeah.
She is?
yeah.
Okay. Do they kind of favor?
She loves 50 Cent.
Do they have some like? Do they kind of look the same to you?
Nah, I think you
they
just
don't.
got.
I just haven't seen either of them in a long time. So.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Kelly
Kelly
put
Clarkson,
on-
she gained a little bit.
Yeah,
of weight.
she put on some weight.
Yeah, she
you know
okay,
what I'm saying?
okay.
I had a crush on her in 03 because
Rachel
she had
Ray
a
is so
fatty.
cute to me.
Who?
But yeah, Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray?
Yeah.
Rachel Ray,
Chris
yeah.
Rock
She
talked
can
about
fucking
fucking her
cook.
armpit. Like he was
What?
like, yeah, Rachel Ray with her nice plump ass. Yeah, I would like
Oh,
to like fuck the plump between her arms or
Fucking
some
idiot.
shit. He said some shit.
But yeah, she has an obsession with 50 Cent. She went on. She like talked about it. Like that's like.
Damn, he hit
Like
it.
she was like getting red talking about him like.
yeah, you see.
Yes, like that.
And look, she has a big mouth.
Damn.
50 got all the white bitches like that. You
Yeah.
remember the
He
other one
do.
he was
Yeah,
fucking
the other
with?
blonde one. Damn it, but
The comedian that's not.
Yeah,
really
she's
that
a
funny.
She got
comedian.
the TV show. Damn.
Yeah.
I was just watching it last week.
yeah, she's like really raw and like she talks about sex. a
Amy
lot.
Schumer.
No, but
Close.
close. Yeah. But damn it, it'll probably come to us.
Y'all know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't remember, and I just saw it no more than 2 weeks ago too. That's crazy.
Yeah, Rachel something. Rachel Handler, something
Rachel-
like that.
Chelsea Handler.
Chelsea.
That's what it is. Chelsea.
Yeah, I set him up.
Yeah,
You knock him down.
Chelsea Handler. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
there we go.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew. I just had to throw out some syllables and.
Yeah. All right. So the Naya Rivera is missing after boat rental incident. Did you hear about this?
I heard about it on Yahoo Mail.
Okay, so-
Is it just me or did
News.
that story just come and go really
I'm
quickly?
gonna just keep it all the way a buck with y'all. I tripped some shrooms the other night, and it was probably like 7:00 in the morning, and I was scrolling on my Facebook, and I found a picture of her, and I swear to God, like I just felt like something bad come from like that. I'm very intuitive, like y'all know I be.
you
in
are
the-
on
and
shrooms.
psychedelics
I'm
it
saying,
intensifies
that
that.
shit
Yeah.
heightened. He don't know. He ain't never did
I know,
that. That
no,
shit
no, I
heightens
know it
your
heightens
shit.
it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I swear to God, I saw like a demon in her face. I feel like it's like some like her face was like changed. I know I was fucked up.
Yeah,
I know.
mean,
But I just
But you're
felt
getting
like
some
when I was
energy from
reading
it.
it. I
You
was
get
I
that,
like
yeah.
got chills, and I was like, ooh, this don't sound right. Like it really don't. Like for her to fight so hard for her kid, and then leave him on a boat, and then leave her life jacket on a boat. It was just
And
weird.
I heard her
Yeah, what was the
purse and
story
her
behind
wallet
it?
were in her
kinda
car or
thought-
something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
thought about her. She might have killed herself. That's what I thought when I heard the life jacket was on the boat. I was like, I think she killed herself. I still kind of think that. I feel like she was like battling something. I feel like she was like mentally fucked up a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, every time
It's
something happens,
weird.
celebrities
But what was
always kill themselves,
It's
don't they?
weird.
But what was the story though? I just know she went missing on the
So
lake.
basically,
like-
they went. Her and her son went like on a trip to the lake. They had rented a
And
boat.
this is my question: by themselves, so she's driving the boat?
Yeah, it was just her and her. Like the son's only 4, so they rented the boat. People saw them rent the boat.
Yeah.
They were like riding. I guess they were like riding in the boat, and then at some point in time, people rode by and saw the boy in the boat by himself.
Oh.
Her life. He was in there asleep. He was sleeping in the boat. Life jacket still on. Her life jacket, an adult life jacket, was still in the boat. You know, in them rented boats, you
Yeah,
gotta wear the
yeah,
life
yeah.
jackets, even if you can swim or not.
So he was asleep and didn't see her leave the boat, right?
I don't
probably
know.
jumped
Because
over-
I
Because
read.
I remember
If she committed
they
suicide,
asked,
she
they
put him
asked
to
him some
sleep.
questions, and I can't remember.
I think from what I read, they said that the boy said that she went into the water and didn't come back.
Yes, that's what I read.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
So I was just trying to
so
see
now
if it was
I'm
the same
like,
news.
What did she? But they haven't found no body.
Yeah, they haven't found the body,
which is
and
crazy.
And it's
cops
like,
are saying,
that
you know,
lake ain't that deep. That lake ain't gonna be but so deep, especially it's been this long. Like y'all would have been found her body by now.
so somebody
Like,
doesn't want to find
These,
it.
you know what I'm saying? So like now I'm feeling like, what the fuck is going on?
Some
But I
foul-
also
it
have
sound like
been,
some
but I
foul
also
play.
have been watching Unsolved Mysteries, the new series that they
you
put on
just
Netflix,
skeptical
and they've
of
been doing like
everything.
paranormal shit. Bruh, paranormal shit be happening like that. But I don't think. I feel like it's something going on. Like I feel like it was like a hit or something, or I don't.
Hey, hits are always. I mean, from
Especially when
from
she
what
was
we've
going
learned
through
from
a custody
Epstein
battle with
is
her
every
ex.
time something happens, it's always a suicide, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. That's why everybody's
That
like,
is
I don't want to say it's a
crazy.
suicide, but like,
Hey,
what
but
happened?
you know what I'm thinking too is
You know,
like,
Big Sean
okay,
did say she was crazy though.
yeah,
Yeah.
he did, but this is the thing that I'm also thinking is like, okay, Naya Rivera is not broke, so
That's what I'm saying.
a boat that she would rent, I'm assuming is it's a pretty good
They were
size
like a
boat
park type of thing, though.
You know what I'm saying? So
think it was
that's
like a
why I'm
rowboat.
like, does she have a boat license? Can she drive a boat? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it wasn't
Like,
that type of boat. I think it was like the boats that like pulling park type shit. Like a little rowboat or something
The
like
paddle
that.
boat?
Like a
like
paddle
a
boat.
paddle
Like I don't
boat?
think it was like
Like a celebrity
yacht
boat
or
something?
like
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it was
yeah,
like
or
no
just
boat
even
boat.
just like
Yeah.
a little boat.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
I want to see
like that.
because that's why I'm like, because the whole time this was happening, I was like, was there no captain? Because I'm just assuming you're rich. You got something that a captain
She
would
might have just
probably
wanted to
not.
go to a little park, like something like ain't nobody really gonna notice her like talking about.
Bruh, is
unless
it just
you
me or
watch Glee,
did
but-
somebody that's this famous? Because I mean, I don't. Glee is like ridiculously popping.
Yeah.
Somebody this famous, to me, that story came
This
and
is
went
the third
really
person
quickly.
that died from that show, by the way.
For real?
Yeah.
Who are the
This was
other?
the third. It was. I think it was one other girl or maybe two other guys. I know one of them overdosed. I can't remember the stipulations for the other one, but she's the third person to die from that show.
Hold the fuck up. Is the show still running or is it
Yeah,
canceled?
it's still running.
Oh, it is?
Are,
Oh,
are,
damn.
are they from like a
Let me
certain
see, hold
regime?
on.
Like, does this show like how
It
long
might
is
be
this-
still running.
It might be the Glee curse.
Right? Shit.
Fuck a
Glee
Glee
deaths.
curse? Did they do something? Did these group of people? What the fuck?
They sell their soul when they sign the
What I'm
paper or
saying,
something?
yeah, because was
Corey
there,
Monteith. Who else?
like, is there any weird legal case surrounding Glee? Because if that's the case, and there's Glee members keep getting knocked off mysteriously, then this will make sense.
Yeah, the
You know what I
showrunner
mean?
is part of a cult or something.
But yeah, like I wonder if Glee has any like open or suspicious cases that like
Yeah.
theories looming around the Glee family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's
Corey
weird.
Monteith, what did he
It's
drive?
weird that you
Substance
could
abuse.
you would disappear on a
And then
boat. You
Mark
know what I mean?
Sailing. I think he was the one that played the gay guy. I think. And he was arrested. He was arrested on child pornography charges, and then he committed suicide.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I wonder, do they have something to do with goddamn Epstein Island?
Yeah, you never know how far that goes.
This is Mark Sailing from Glee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So
they
that's a
were talking
fourth?
about him.
What did
Corey-
he die from?
No, he overdosed.
Oh,
that was
oh, that's
that
the one
was
you were
other
talking about.
guy,
But
yeah.
still, I could be the drug dealer working for Glee Corporation or whatever. No, I take
Mixed
it back.
drugs,
That is
toxicity,
crazy.
Yeah.
And, you know,
heroin and
don't
alcohol.
sue us. You know what the fuck
It
I'm
said
talking
death
about.
Yeah.
was
I
an
could, be
accident.
I could be connected to the plug that once you dead,
Yeah, yeah.
throw a little fentanyl in there, call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like just
Yeah,
putting
so
out
she's the
hits on the
third
Glee.
person.
Yeah,
people.
bro. If you're
I'm just
already a
saying.
drug addict, I'll just give you some shit that I know you overdose on.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy, you know.
But yeah, they say it's like a Glee curse type shit.
Shit.
If the bro,
So why are people still fucking going on?
I would never try.
You wanna
to
you wanna
But I don't know if it's
audition
still
for Glee?
going
No, I don't want to audition for Glee.
child porn and committed suicide. That is wild. Anytime
And then
child porn and suicide come back to back, that shit be fishy, bro.
yeah.
Oh no,
That
they
should be
stopped in
fishy.
2015
Oh,
with new episodes.
Oh.
So it's no longer.
They
on.
like after they killed that I guess the season after that dude died. That's when they killed him off. They were like, all right, this it.
Bro, that show had something funny
Damn.
going on. With
I was
it, bro.
Yeah.
Huh? There's the
That's
Glee.
They had something going on, bro. Because at this point, it's starting to sound like they're taking out key members of whatever.
And
Yeah.
you know it's so crazy. The show is called fucking Glee, and you're trying to tell me something not Glee is going on?
Yeah.
Something not
Weird.
happy is happening here?
Did y'all hear about the Wayfair thing?
No.
So y'all know what Wayfair is, like the furniture
Oh, yeah.
store.
Yeah.
So apparently they have been allegedly they have been dealing with child sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
What?
So basically, like if you go on their website, they deleted it now, but like somebody got screenshots. So if you go on their website, they'll have like a cabinet, like say or what like some little shit like that.
Yeah.
They'll have one for like $300, and then they'll have another one for like $10,000. And they were naming these cabinets after missing children.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their first names type shit. Like
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
swear to fucking God.
The
like,
Ashley collection, the Madison collection.
wild. I got chills thinking about this shit.
Oh.
Wild as fuck. So when somebody noticed it, they're like, I'm on Wayfair. Like, why is this same fucking cabinet $300 and then this one's $10,000 and it's named Yuritsa? And then I go on Google and I type in Yuritsa and it's a girl missing from fucking Delaware named
Oh
fucking
shit!
Yuritsa.
Somebody did some
They
sleuth
literally
shit
went
like
through
that.
all the names. They screenshotted all the cabinets and searched missing children with all these names, and every single fucking one popped up. CEO stepped down today.
Oh,
What?
today?
This shit is not real. This shit
No,
is
it
this shit
is
is
real.
fucking real. Like
I think
this
it.
shit is
Look,
real.
I think sex trafficking is probably bigger than drug trafficking.
That shit is so
Like,
deep.
I believe
That
it's
shit
probably
is so
the-
deep. That whole
kids
this
be
whole,
going
that
missing
Pizzagate
every day.
Shit, this Epstein Island shit, that shit got me.
My brother, I
fucked
spoke
up.
to my brother this past Sunday, and he brought to my attention that the kids that they have at ICE, immigration, and all that
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
those kids are disappearing
They're
one by
missing-
one.
They're missing thousands
And I'm like,
of
oh,
children
I know
that
where
were
they're
supposed to
going.
be in custody at ICE. Thousands.
And
of
I was like,
children.
I know where they're going.
Now these people over here talking about been seeing this shit all week on Facebook talking about fucking womb transplants. Where the fuck y'all getting these wombs from? Ain't no woman. No one is donating a womb. That's not an organ that someone donates.
Yeah, the most you take out is your cervix,
heart.
right?
Yeah, like if you get a hysterectomy or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
like that's it. Like I'm not taking out my whole fucking womb unless you have like fibroids or some shit like that. But like that's not something like you're an organ donor. I'm not giving up my fucking womb. I'm gonna give you my heart, my lungs.
Yeah, that's
my kidneys,
crazy.
my spleen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like where's this shit coming from? From all these fucking little girls and these,
Taking out their wombs
taking
so
out
that
their
you
fucking
just
wombs.
fucking-
Like that shit is crazy as hell. And for the CEO to step down that fucking quick, you know some shit is going on.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
they
it's
deleted
bigger than
all
we
of
think
that
it
shit.
is.
They deleted
Bro, that's
all
scary,
of that
bro.
shit. They deleted all of that shit. And I'm so glad they got screenshots on that shit on Twitter. Bro, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Have y'all
I'm
seen the
looking that
Epstein
up.
Island shit?
No,
On
I
that-
haven't.
I saw it,
I haven't
yeah.
watched it because I just don't.
I
want
Well,
to.
hold up, bro.
It makes
Mind
you
you,
scared to have children.
Bro, that's
like,
what-
Mind you,
Like,
they're
that's
saying,
what my brother and I were
Ellen,
talking about.
That's why Ellen's show got canceled. They're saying because she
Huh?
had to do. Bro, all these people's
Ellen?
names are on the Epstein Island list. Like they got a list. That's why they're saying all these celebrities are on house arrest.
yeah.
Like,
Now,
shit
now here's the
like
thing
that
that I was
because of,
talking
like,
to
the
my
child
brother
sex
about.
trafficking.
Something I was talking to my brother about and my friend Gilbert, because like with the whole like Chris Tucker thing, right? There's a picture of Chris Tucker with Epstein, right?
Yeah.
And I was talking to my brother, and I was like, you got to think though, like that could possibly be true. He went to the island or something like that, and he's all a
Yeah.
part of this shit, right? Chris
Yeah.
Tucker. But at the same time, you also have to remember that rich people rub shoulders with rich people. And what if
To
you
get to
just
where they need
happen?
to be, yeah.
What if you just happen to be at a party and,
And then they did some
Epstein is
weird
there?
shit.
Hey, you're Epstein. I'm Chris Tucker. Hey, let's take a picture. Click. All right, see you later.
Hey, but that's why you're not supposed to be taking pictures with these niggas, bro.
Yeah,
But see,
like,
but then
yeah.
when they get
But
into
back
shit,
then-
then all these pictures like,
See,
oh,
this is-
he must be
But
involved.
see, this is he's been doing this shit. Prime fucking example, John Bonet. I've been hearing fucking John Bonet since I was 3 years
That's
fucking
an
old.
old fact. I've seen several
Why
documentaries
did somebody
on
just
John
post a picture, the last picture that was taken of her? Why was fucking Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend in the fucking picture behind that little girl?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my fucking soul, bro. That shit blew my fucking
I will
mind.
never forget the John Bonet
I would
Ramsey
never
story.
forget John Bonet, bro. I feel like her parents fucking sold her, bro. I've read like.
And then
now
maybe
I-
that's the
now-
situation too.
like,
Some
now
parents
when I
are
seen
selling
that fucking
their children
picture-
too, maybe to get rich and shit.
Who the fuck is that? What the?
Let me see.
fuck? This is one of the last pictures taken of that little girl. That is so crazy.
That's
bro.
her on the left.
Yes. Look at that nose. Yeah, that's her. That's crazy
That's
as
crazy.
hell.
That was a huge story.
They
What
just
was it,
put-
90s.
They're
They
still-
just brought her up on charges. Her dumb ass didn't leave the fucking country after the Netflix special dropped. The
Jeffrey Epstein.
Sort of
partner-
helper, female
Wife or
helper.
whatever.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
But I'm
She
just
didn't leave
thinking,
the
like-
country, bro. You just gotta quit it. Like you just gotta quit it. You can leave now.
But this is the reason why I do think that everybody had something like they've had crazy ass parties or whatever, but for you to actually like go on this island, like you know what the fuck he was
You
doing.
think
He's
so?
been doing this
Is
shit
it?
for
I mean, like when you
years.
get
He's
there,
been
it's
doing
just
this
like
shit for-
children. Like
And that's another
Yes,
thing that
they're
people were-
basically enticing these girls, saying that they're going to help them with their.
No, I mean,
their
when you
acting
get
no, no,
there.
no, no, no.
I'm saying-
we're innocent, and
Oh,
we
okay,
get.
okay.
We
Hey,
get,
you have an island. Let me just check it
Yeah,
out.
and we get invited
These
and-
are Hollywood elites. You know, they got a whole secret society type.
No, I know that,
But
but
what if you go to this island? They be like, either drink the blood of this fucking child, or we're gonna kill your whole fucking family.
they could be. Yeah, me and my friend talked
I'm
about
gonna
that.
drink the fucking child's blood, and I'm gonna fucking take the fucking adrenochrome, all the shit. So basically, it's like, oh my god, it's kind of remind me of like, okay, on Monsters Inc. You know, when they
Monsters,
fill up
Inc.,
the little
yeah.
scare tanks when they
Oh,
scream,
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
they get more when they laugh. So when you adrenochrome builds up with fear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what keeps them youthful. So that's what they're saying. Like basically, they scare these fucking kids to death and take the adrenochrome out of them and inject it into themselves, and that's how they stay youthful.
Oh, that's how
This
they
is what they're
say it
doing.
before.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
what they're doing on the islands. That's how all these people are fucking living. Look at fucking
Allegedly,
Gothenburg.
allegedly.
Like, look
Don't
at
kill
him.
us.
Don't allegedly.
I don't
They
know
probably-
shit.
Damn, you might have to block that out because they might
see?
flag that shit. Adrenochrome is blocked. The hashtag is blocked on Facebook. Pizzagate is blocked on fucking Facebook, and Wayfair is blocked on fucking Facebook.
That's why I was like,
hashtags.
whenever it gets to
shit is
this
fucking
cult
real.
stuff, when it gets to this cult stuff, that's why I always like
this
tiptoe around
this
it.
shit, bro, the cabal, all of that shit real as fuck, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you, like, they
That's
got
what
some
she's
shit
saying.
going on.
I don't know
I'm
a
trying
thing.
to tell you, like, bro, I need a blunt after this motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you, like, bro, this world got some shit going, bro. We are in a crazy ass simulation right now. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
and it's a glitch,
And
they are trying to fix it, and they are fucking up.
Look, and it's gonna get even worse.
That
With,
just makes me so scared,
This
bro.
shit,
Like,
when all this Epstein shit really blow over, bro, all of them people that was involved with that shit, bro, this world about to be completely fucking different, bro.
but they covered their tracks. They killed him.
yeah, they did.
So he can't out anybody.
Yeah.
That's why he's
True.
gone.
That's if they kill the wife too.
Oh, that's it.
Because now they're saying
Oh,
she got corona.
See?
Now the wife-
Here we go. Here we
Now
go.
the wife got corona.
Here we go.
All
See,
of a
I was
sudden,
gonna
she
say-
in jail. She got corona.
I was gonna say suicide, but because it's always a suicide. But now that
Corona's
she got
a good-
corona, oh,
Perfect
she died from
scapegoat.
corona.
Perfect fucking scapegoat.
It's perfect.
Goddamn corona.
It's perfect.
AJ like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Look, I'm telling you,
This is too much.
me and my brother, like we were talking about this stuff
For real,
on the
this
phone,
shit is
and he was like
crazy.
saying like how it's kind of like when you go deep in I told him like in my late 20s, that's when I was like really into like conspiracy theories and
Yes.
watching documentaries
That's
and
where
going
I'm
down
at
the
right
rabbit
now.
hole
That's
of
where I'm at
conspiracy.
now.
I got out of it because in 2017 I just had to get out of it because it was weighing me down. But
Yeah, bro.
but it's not like
This shit really make you think like, damn.
it makes you scared.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like, okay, bro, when you think about that, like, just think about this, like, bro, I can't even, like, Roman is 8 now, right? Somebody could have snatched him, like,
Yeah.
within this time.
Somebody can snatch us.
Somebody could have snatched us.
That's what I thought about.
When there was no camera phones.
I used to be all around Queens with me and my brothers just roaming the streets.
was way easier for us to get
I
snatched.
used to walk by myself or on my bike all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So away from my house, like no phone, no nothing, just me and my bike.
The brother snatching children, bro. You ever seen
They
that
were
video?
snatching children back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember, you ever seen that video where this girl found this van in the parking lot, and when you're inside the van, you can scream and it's dead silent outside?
Oh no, I didn't.
Bro,
know that.
it was like a rape. It was like a kidnapped van.
Oh, so nobody can't hear you.
Soundproof.
Bro, it was a soundproof kidnapped van. And somebody saw it in the parking lot, called the police, and then like they were demonstrating. Like they were like, this is a van that like they closed the door. She said, I'm in here screaming to the top of my lungs, and you can't hear it. You can't hear a fucking thing, bro.
But remember 2 years ago, wasn't it like they were saying like beware of people like wanting you to smell fragrance or something like that?
Yeah.
Because they do be in the parking lot.
Yeah, because then it's not fragrance; it's just
Yeah.
something to knock you out, and then they take you because like sex
Yeah.
trafficking was like really on the booming. Like I said, like I feel like
It's been
it
so
is
much.
huge.
Like
you
that
know?
just goes back where I'm like, women just gotta be even more careful with shit because
Yeah.
motherfuckers is out here and they're
Women
fucking
and children,
predators.
man.
Like for real. Like even if you being safe, like I remember watching something on fucking Facebook, little boy walking home from the fucking bus stop, goddamn car following him. Like
Yeah.
he see the car,
saw that,
he
yeah.
seeing the car, like he take off the car, speed up type shit.
Yeah, I've seen
You
a
know
couple
what
of
I'm
those
saying?
where like
Some of them getting bold, they'll come up to the door.
Yeah, where
They
like,
getting bold.
Where like little girls are like walking and they'll notice the cars following them and start hiding in between. I'm like,
That
bro,
shit is crazy.
why do kids have to do that? Like that shit is crazy.
And then look at the neighborhoods they're in. They're in elite neighborhoods.
It's
Always in rich neighborhoods.
But because that's if they're on some ransom energy, at
Exactly.
least you can get a good.
See in the hoods
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit, nigga, you can be bro.
Sex
did y'all
trafficking
see
in
that?
hoods,
Did y'all see
probably.
that video on Facebook? Oh my fucking god, this shit had me hot. This man literally walks into a fucking hotel, gives the front desk man a girl's name like, yeah, I need a key to room 202. The name Chandra or something like that. Gives this man a fucking key to the room. This man opens a fucking door and goes in there and snatches the woman's child. She don't know this man from fucking Joe.
What?
A complete stranger walked off the
Oh.
fucking street. All he had was her fucking name. Got the fucking key from the front desk guy. Opened the door and tried to snatch her son from her.
Shit.
Wild as hell. It was another video. A woman followed another woman's daughter into the fucking bathroom and tried to snatch her up, saying that she'll give her money for her type shit. Like
Yo.
people are getting bold. Like that's what I'm saying. When you in the hood and shit, they'll hop out of fucking Honda and be like, and then literally try to snatch you. Like I like try to snatch this woman out of, snatch the child out of this woman's hands type shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You that bold? You really gonna try to snatch my kid out my hands?
I'm not built for that.
So do you guys
Blood everywhere.
Kids,
that shit is crazy.
kids weird.
do you guys think that 2010 hit internet song was true all along?
Which one?
What?
They're climbing in your windows and snatching your people up,
Bro, hell
trying to
yeah.
rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your husband because they're raping everybody out
They
here.
ripping everybody out here.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah, shit is crazy.
I wonder where he's at.
That shit fucked my head up a little bit, yo.
Shit is really crazy.
It is, man. Look, so that's why I'm saying, like,
That
I
shit
have my
makes me-
foot in it, but just to know what's going on. But I don't delve in it anymore just because my mental health it just, and then like I'm looking through the blinds and shit, like, do I know too much? You know,
It really is.
I just get paranoid personally.
I've really been feeling like for the past few months, I'm like, bro, ever since Corona, I'm like, bro, we in a simulation. There's nothing that nobody can tell me different. Like, I feel like deja vu or it's fucking glitches, like shit like that ain't supposed to happen.
Oh, like
I
the
swear
Matrix.
I be
That's what they
seeing
say in the
same
Matrix.
Shit. Like, I can't stand that shit.
But
That
what do
shit
you
be
think about
pissing
this
me
though?
off.
Because I was talking to my brother about this woman. I forget her name, but she was like the CEO of this like tech company, and for some reason a recommended video came up one day, and it was saying like I watched it, and they were saying like this woman was found dead, and she was basically the CEO of this company, and the last call that she made was to her parents, and the last thing that she said was, "It's all fake. We are in the Matrix," and something like that, and then like she hung up. And then she was next day she was found dead.
That's been a conspiracy theorist for a long ass.
But here's the
time,
thing, though,
that we
like-
are literally in a simulation.
Yeah,
Like,
but here's the thing, like it was talking about deep fake technology. So like for instance, when people say like we're in a simulation, I don't know if they mean we're actually in a computer generated world.
Yeah.
But when you talk about deep fake, this one in particular I was watching, it was talking about how deep fake technology is going to make us be in the Matrix in terms of not knowing what's real and what isn't. You know, you saw the video with Steve Harvey's face on Meg Thee Stallion, right? And how real it fucking looked. I've seen other ones with Tom Cruise impersonators,
Yeah.
and it looks real as fuck. So they were saying, hypothetically, and I'm not going to even bring up a certain name, but they were saying, hypothetically, if this is a technology that everybody has, normal people have, right?
Yeah.
But it's also a technology that you got to think is a technology that the government and
100%.
media has as well. So they
I
were
know
saying,
exactly what you're getting at.
hypothetically,
I got you.
what
Okay.
if they wanted to stage a big thing and they put someone else's face on another person's face and wanted you to think that it was real, this person was murdered?
Yeah, I'm about to say
If you believe
I'm about to
it-
say you could fake an assassination.
You could fake anything now.
Yeah.
Like with deepfake technology,
Yeah.
you know, you could fake your own death. You know, just have
Yeah.
somebody shoot somebody else in the head with your face on
Yeah.
theirs, and then it's like, oh, I guess Shane and Petty must be dead, and I'm in the Caribbean somewhere. But but they're saying like if technology gets used like that, and we believe fake stuff, then we are in the Matrix because we're perceiving something that's fake as reality. We don't know what's real and what isn't anymore. So we are technically in a simulation.
That makes sense.
Because we're perceiving something that's fake as real, which is essentially what the Matrix was in the movie.
Yeah.
They thought all of it was real, but it wasn't. So when I thought about that with deepfake technology, I'm just like hoping that it doesn't get used for. Right now, it's being used for laughs, but it could possibly be
that's
used
so
for evil
funny you
shit.
say that
It's
because I
all
used to
fun and
always
games right now.
I used to
Yeah.
always tell my mom I wish technology just wouldn't advance like after like maybe like mid to late 90s. Like
Oh,
my
that was
Windows
the best.
98 or like my
Yeah.
Windows 2000. After Windows 2000,
Yeah.
I was good.
I
was
do
good.
miss
I was
miss
good.
the easy days of when technology didn't like take over your life. It was kind of
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
you know,
it was an added benefit.
black
but you didn't
screen,
need
yellow
it.
words.
Yeah.
But you didn't need it. Like your life wasn't gonna end if you didn't have it.
Exactly.
I remember life before technology
Yeah.
and social media. Like I remember
Yeah.
I wasn't bored.
I was on my fucking
I was
bike.
always doing shit.
I damn sure wasn't bored. I would
Outside.
definitely wouldn't have be. I wouldn't. I've definitely gained more weight. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
really?
Yeah.
everything.
But
like
you're not as active, and I definitely can say
Bro,
since
you
I've
had
had
to
a
be
phone, I have
out.
not been active at all. Like,
no.
Now we had
what?
television. Don't get me wrong. We did have television.
We seen it.
we
I
had
was
a TV
and
head.
video
I
games. We
was.
still had video games. But what I'm just saying, like, but the technology was modest. That's the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. The
Yeah.
technology, video games are looking realer and realer to the point, like 10 years from now, like video games, like CGI.
It's gonna-
See,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
another
CGI
we're in the
is
Matrix
crazy.
thing because
Yeah,
you're gonna watch
yeah.
a video game and not know that's not a real person.
Yeah.
That person was designed,
it's a
but
few.
he looks real.
There was a movie. I don't know if y'all seen. What is it called? Love, Death, Robots on Netflix.
No, I heard of it.
Oh my
I
God!
probably
Please
could-
watch it. You would like it's like
Love,
little,
Death,
little
Robots?
short films,
Okay.
basically. But they have one where it's like a military theme,
Yeah.
and the CGI is impeccable. Like I
Shit.
didn't realize until probably like 10 minutes into it that it was not fucking real. Love, Death, Robots. You seen that? Oh, you haven't seen that one? That was good. So is Two-Sentence Horror Stories. It kind of gives you like the same kind of
Two-sentence horror stories?
Yeah.
What is that on?
Oh, man.
Is it literally two-sentence horror
So
stories?
literally they'll give you a sentence in the first part, like before the show starts. It'll go through like a 10 or 12-minute episode. Like the first episode, this woman is basically getting dressed. She hears gunshots. She looks out the window, and she looks out the window and she sees a man killing her.
Damn.
So
Herself?
she looks at him and he looks at her and then looks at the body that he just killed, and now he's running around town trying to fucking find her. She's a stripper. He ends up going to her job and she's running around finding him, and basically they ended up in her apartment. Well, no, basically she was trying to hide. She ended up in his apartment on accident and like locked herself in, and then he opens the fucking door and then she ends up killing him. She looks out the window. She sees him watching her just kill him. And she's
Shit,
like, what
that
the
is crazy.
fuck?
And this is Netflix?
So and then like the second sentence is like after that. Yeah, it's on Netflix. That shit is dope.
Damn.
That shit is dope as hell. But it got like it's just like hella different stories.
I don't know what it
None of
is,
them are
but
the same.
Netflix really needs to do a better job of advertising the shit they got on there. Because like the shit gets so buried because there's so much
does.
fucking content on there.
It does, yeah,
and there's
it really
probably
does.
some great shit on there that I've never heard of.
You just can't even get to it.
Yeah, because then like I don't know how
what
it is
is-
for you guys, but
Yeah.
don't you like go down like every genre and you're just like it's the same movies in
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Why is Titanic in horror? You know?
Or it's like, or they tell me movies like this,
yeah.
and it might not be a movie. I don't even want a whole list of the movies like this that you gave me.
Yeah.
I want a movies like this list of this movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
It's just something. It just
that
takes a
was
lot.
a new movie that I watched, and then I want more movies kind of like that.
Exactly.
It just gives
like-
the same movies over and over
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Shows like
I'll
Parks and
dig for that.
Recreation, The Office. Guess what? Both of these are on my list, bro. Give me something new at this point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we kind of have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let me run through these last little bit of topics. I don't think. Do we care that Kanye has stated he's running for president, or do we just not give a fuck? 'Cause I don't. Throw that out there. He has an album dropping. We all know this.
Somebody said it could be a possible.
He literally only pops
publicity
up when he
stunt.
has music to drop. You know what I'm saying? Something is dropping, and he makes wild
I
statements.
think he is smarter than we think he is. You know, like I
He's
know a
definitely
lot of
gonna
people
try to vote for
write him off
president,
as crazy.
Like
I think so too. Yeah,
he
yeah.
absolutely is, and people are absolutely going to vote for him, and he
Yeah.
absolutely might win.
Yeah.
I don't know
And if
about
we
all
do,
that.
I have
don't
lost
know about all
faith in
that.
humanity because
I don't know
at the end
about
of the
all that.
day, it is about fucking like you're just not qualified. The person we have in office now is not qualified, nor are you're definitely not qualified.
So we're
definitely
gonna- so we're
not
gonna
even
follow up with
definitely
some
not
more-
even mentally stable to be fucking president.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I love y'all know I love Kanye West, but
Yeah.
fuck no.
You know, my brother brought up an interesting thing about like, what if he was actually trolling us all? Because
Yeah.
you know, like Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey played him
Yeah.
in
Oh, yeah.
in a 90
I
movie.
didn't get to see that though.
Okay,
movie
yeah.
was- what movie is
It
this?
used to be on
That's the
Netflix.
shit I was talking about.
Yeah, he used to. He was like the first troll essentially. Like in the 60s and 70s, like he used to do these public things, these outrage things, but it wasn't really real. He just liked to upset people. So he would like do this thing where he would like wrestle women because he would say stuff like women are the weaker race, so I'm gonna or the weaker gender, so I'm gonna wrestle women. It would get everybody riled up. It's like, what the fuck is he talking about? And he would hire women to pretend to be wrestlers and wrestle him and then lose and stuff like that. Like, so people have found that Kanye has sort of like worshipped him, you know, like there's a few tweets where he said like Andy Kaufman was a genius and all that stuff, you
Yeah.
know, because he was a master troll. You know, he used to troll America into getting a rise out of him.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's Kanye though. He's been doing that.
But that's what that's what my brother was wondering. He was just like, what if Kanye is on that same tip where
Or is
he's
this
like,
part of his-
it's not
it's
really
part
he
of
even
everything?
believes what he's saying. He's kind of just like, he's just saying stuff to get a rise out of you because I don't know, it entertains him.
And
Yeah.
then giving you a product.
That's that Gemini shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing dumb shit out
Like
of pure
trolling.
boredom.
It's just like master
Literally
trolling.
trolling out of just talking out his ass, just out of pure boredom.
Yeah, so that's a possibility. I'm not saying that it is, but it's a
But
possibility.
at the same time, Kanye West has always been like that. He's always been very
Yeah.
vocal, flagrant.
and
know
saying
what I'm
that he
saying?
likes Trump and all that stuff. And my brother said that he actually paid for someone's funeral. One of a black women who was shot, I think. Not Breonna Taylor.
Oh,
Somebody else.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know?
I remember that was a head.
Yeah, but like people didn't want to pay, but then he went out and paid it, or like he was saying, like if he wasn't with Trump's camp or something like that, he wouldn't have been able to do it or something like that. So, people was like, what if he was?
Definitely an opportunist.
What if he was
Definitely
using them?
Somehow, that's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. He somehow used that to his advantage.
I'm gonna say I like Trump
Some fucking how.
to get with them
Just
and all
like
that
remember
stuff.
he wore the Confederate flag on the
Yeah.
on the flight jacket, and everybody was all upset about that shit too.
Yeah. So I'm like, not, when I thought about that, I was like, damn, he could possibly be a master troll, like using conservative to actually get shit done. You know?
Great actor, just like Drake. Drake's been living out his
I don't
acting
trust
career.
him. I don't trust him that much.
With who?
Kanye.
Oh, really?
I don't
Oh,
trust
you
him that
you don't
much.
give him that much credit?
No, I don't give him that much credit. Yeah, because
That's why I say it's allegedly, like it could
because
possibly.
and the only reason I say that is because I don't give him that much.
You don't know if he's that.
You don't think he's that smart?
Yeah. To do that if he's on that level. I don't know. I can't even
I think
fight
he believes
it.
that shit. I mean, it doesn't help that like we know he's had mental health issues
That's what I was
and
about to
shit.
say. Yeah, that bipolar.
That bipolar shit. I'm like, this nigga's fully committed to all these plans in that moment. I'm sure he
Yeah.
is. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, you know what? I don't want to do
It's
that
just
shit
like the
no more.
mom from fucking Shameless.
Yes.
Oh.
Remember she was
Yeah,
like the man-
yeah.
she was like yeah, she was like
Fully committed.
Like, mom,
manic.
you got the fucking sofa in the kitchen. What are you talking about?
Yeah, manic.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
when they go manic during their
Yeah.
spurts of manic.
Yeah.
And that's all I think that we get to watch is just
George Bush doesn't care about black
That's
people.
what happened during his breakdown during the Life of Pablo tour. And I'm really glad I got to see him before that happened because that shit happened like 2 shows after the one I went
I watched
to.
that like a few
Damn, I never got
months
to go to-
ago.
I wish I went to the Life of Pablo
Bro,
show
Kanye West is an amazing performer. I will say that. He's
on the floating stage.
Yeah, a
that
friend of
shit was
mine went to.
amazing.
Yeah, a
That
friend of
shit
mine
was
went to his
amazing. I was
concert.
at the one where the dude tried to climb the stage and then took a picture and you can kind of see him like this, like whoa. I was at that show. I have that shit on.
Oh
video.
shit.
That
Damn.
shit was awesome. I was like, yo, this nigga tripping. It was really quick. Like, I'm glad that photographer got that still shot because, like, it was like he got up there and he was like, Kanye, and then fell immediately. Like,
Yeah.
that shit
Yeah.
was quick as hell.
Shit.
For shit, man. Let's wrap this up. We'll have to go
Yeah.
through some of these topics next week.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of cover. Honestly, the Jada and Will shit just took so much time. It's
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean,
I mean,
we
that was
needed
a trending
it.
topic.
That
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
that,
we
that
needed to.
we had to cover it anyway.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, Eminem released a new song. Can't
No
tell
one
you
cares.
how unexcited I am about that. Chris Brown's next album is gonna be called Breezy, and I don't know. Are we
Gonna be a banger.
It sounds like a banger. You know what I'm saying? You're leaning into Breezy. I'm with that. We've
Yeah.
always
Hey.
loved Bobby Big.
It was a
can't
nickname
miss.
that was given to him, right?
Chris Breezy. We've always loved Chris
He
Breezy.
can't miss.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne working on Carter 6. Honestly, I don't care.
He just dropped an album.
He
The
did.
funeral shit.
Must have flopped.
Yo, it was not good. We listened to like 6 or 7 songs. I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
Bro, his music's
was not
been
good.
really bad for a while. But continue.
He's still the GOAT though.
Yeah, he's still a GOAT. It's just that's all he knows. That's all he knows to do. That's it.
I
just
think
doing
he
the
just
same
need
shit?
to start writing again.
That's literally
Instead of
all
trying
he.
to freestyle
Oh.
shit, like we're out of the freestyle era. You need to write some shit down.
Yeah.
Or at least adhere to
I mean,
like.
what does Lil Wayne do outside of music? Like
and
rap?
he need to let that fucking.
Doesn't he
hair
do like a
go.
podcast now?
Is he?
He does do a podcast.
Yeah,
now,
I saw him in some red room
his
and
dreads look like
Yeah.
fucking
having
shit.
guests and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had 50 Cent on recently.
Yeah.
But should we? No, I won't do that. Let's just get up out of here.
Okay.
We'll right out next week.
Oh. okay.
Yeah, yo, this is the 3 Podcast, ho. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your mama about us. Make sure the food on Shane's plate.
And
ain't
don't tell
touching.
people about
Yes.
your sexual exploitations.
Yes.
Yeah, keep
and
your-
everything we said about the cult is just speculation.
Yeah. Keep
For our
your-
safety.
Keep your pillow talking to a minimum. Keep it to a none.
Yeah.
No one should know.
Not even a minimum, a none.
Yeah. And none.
Oh,
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell notification
Yeah.
too on YouTube. And
We
yeah,
out.
ho. Yeah, ho.
Shit, man, we scared out here. Come on.
All right, yo, peace.
We could start over if you'd like.
Hey.
You just watched the 3 Podcast instead of listening to it.
You just watched the 3 Podcast. Okay.
Thank you for watching and listening to the 3 Podcast.
If you enjoy what you just watched, hit the subscribe button right there or right there. Matter of fact, Shane,
Yeah,
I need you to do something for me.
sure. Yo. Look, my dick is so big, you don't even know. You want to see it? Well, fuck it, I'll show.
Subscribe to the YouTube. We need you. Subscribe.